I don't have my shaders on. Ah, shit. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. I was like, why does everything look so ugly? Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Oh, there we go. Oh, fuck. Fuck. Oh, man. Oh, dip. Dang, dude. Ah, shit. Okay. You're right. I've already started whittling down the bars. But could just continue. Oh, great. Let's see if we can get some of their attention. I need something to throw at them. Hold on, if I could just pick up a loose stone, I could chuck it at Swan's head. I'm pretty sure I could reach it from here. Alright. Yeah! What? What just happened? Is there an invisible NPC here? How did a dialogue just open? What? Oh my god, there is an invisible NPC right there. I punched them. Ah!
Bruh!
Oh my god. Oh fuck. Yeah, I mean, we literally have nothing. Took all of our stuff again. We're stuck in a jail cell. We're now down 2 hearts. I still think I could hit her with a rock if I really tried hard enough. Rook's turned into when you're cranking a handle and it squeaks? You bet your sweet ass I have. They're all on a different call, and the stupid backstage people aren't moving me because they're assholes. So we're just sitting here staring at them.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah.
Hi.
Hey, how's your old pal doing?
Well, the bars are slightly damaged.
Oh yeah, isn't that the one you were in last time?
Yep. I can't even
Yep.
see you, Mallow.
I'm right next to you.
Yeah,
Huh.
I can't see Naya. Marshy's over there. I
Mm-hmm.
assume Naya's in the cell next to me.
Yep.
I would throw something. I could bang
Oh,
on the wall.
perfect.
Alright,
They have
well,
4
this isn't my
cells,
first time
space
being in a cell, and it won't be my last. This time I don't plan on them coming for us, so how about we find some way out of here?
Okay.
Anyone got a loose brick that they can pull apart?
You know what? At this point, I agree. We're not gonna be able to talk our way out of this one.
Yeah, what the fuck was that, man?
That was so... It fell right into their trap.
It was, like, perfected. He walked in at the worst possible time. And we didn't have, like, it's not like we had time to say anything to anyone.
Yeah,
I wouldn't be surprised if
yeah.
someone directed them to us.
But who?
Gave some reason to need to talk to Coulson. God, Coulson.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. There's nothing.
Maybe
Rex, how the fuck are you already down to half of health? Well, whenever I punch this bit of air, it gets really aggressive.
Fair enough.
Thank you for the recap, Graham. That's fucking PogChamp. Come on, there's
Wow,
like literally there's gotta be something, guys.
Maybe we can break off like parts of the bed and
I can't
Use it.
fit through this window. I'm trying really hard. And it's a little bit too small for it. Damn it!
Marshy, if I throw you my
You'd
my
think
tail,
I'd
do you
be
think
able
you
to
could catch
fit
it
through
and
this,
throw?
Yeah,
but-
yeah.
Yeah,
Try
all the
it.
way across the room.
Ow!
You punched the air! See? See? It's not just me. Oh, fuck.
Come on, do we just wait here until they figure out something to do with us?
Oh.
They're probably just gonna want to kill us or something.
Yeah, but we can't
Well, can
afford
we-
for that to happen because then they won't let us back in the
I
colony.
just saw a ghost.
Which means then we can't go catch Merrick. Our best chance right now, bust out, stab him, and well, that's not even gonna do anything, is it? Because now we know that there are others here.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know how to quantify how many there could be. But I know
Other
for
than
certain it
that,
has
the
to be the
last time you
same
tried
people
to-
from... There's no way it's Elizabeth Short. There's
You
no
think
way she would
it's-
go back.
They wouldn't take her back, would they?
No, she was listed as kill on sight.
Yeah, so it can't be.
I have no doubt about that writing. That had to have been Ignis.
Mm-hmm.
And the way it was
There's a lot of names
communicating, it was
being
communicating
thrown.
specifically to a male. It had to have been Victus.
I mean,
Uh.
they are the dream team, apparently.
Well, they're bad? They do things? They do bad things?
They're
I don't
very
really know
bad.
them. They're
We
very
really
ba-
need to get out of here.
Ignis
We're
orchestrated
basically
this
at Merrick's
mastermind
mercy.
plot to try to take down East Haven, I believe. And Victus is an assassin.
Oh. We're in good company. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
good.
Ignis has
Um,
connections everywhere. Suddenly it starts to make sense why she'd
well-
be conspiring with Merrick.
Oh, jeez.
Huh?
Yeah, don't hit the door. They've got something weird on it.
Well, these
Uh,
look like,
Oh, you're right.
I don't know.
They had some weird thing going on with it.
Because we're not going to get it open with a key. Can't force it open.
We can't slip out through these bars.
I mean, do you guys know magic? Can
The
you like
walls
do
feel
something
pretty
with
We
it?
solid.
don't have our gauntlets or anything.
The most
Oh, right,
appreciated
yeah.
area of the room is the floor. Yeah, I'm
Oh.
not like Damien. I
Oh.
wish I could cast spells without... Whoa!
Hi. Oh, I like her.
Hey,
Hey.
What? Oh, bye.
Oh, bye.
Bye-bye. She's gone.
Hi.
Hello?
the hunter keeps her head low as she enters the room. She
Bye.
bites her lip nervously, her hands clasped in front of her.
It's
Nadia. Remember me? It's Naya. Can you like tell us what's going on, please? I'm getting really nervous.
Her gazelle ears turn down a bit guilty. She clears her throat. Ahem. I'm just here to announce that you have a visitor, outsiders. A visitor? She turns her back to you all. Your visitor has allotted 30 minutes to speak with you. When that time is up, we'll return to remove them.
Wait, hang on. What's going on outside? You know we didn't do anything, right?
Mm-hmm.
She glances back at you all and sighs. I'll leave you with your visitor.
who?
Who the frick's the visitor? Who else knows we're?
Who would visit us?
Ah! These bars won't move!
Certain words spread.
Yeah. Who the heck would be? Who the heck could come over here?
Come on, I don't want to be at the mercy
Maybe
of Merrick
Devin.
of all people.
Maybe...
Evan, maybe.
And
I mean, who?
Devin
Think of the
visit
people.
us?
Maybe anyone who like. Who do we make like good friends with here? Like. Colt, yeah, maybe. But Colt's
he's
like sick
sick.
as heck right now, isn't he?
Yeah. Colt is sick. Well, we know for sure it
Maybe-
isn't Kira.
Maybe Slade?
Maybe.
Or,
Would Slade want to visit us?
I don't know. We
Slade.
didn't help out yesterday, so
Yeah, and then he
Slade
walked in on us, like, you know, standing over the corpse of their
maybe
leader.
he would want to ask what's going on.
He was like okay with us, but you know, the second something turns south, I bet he'll believe it.
I mean, why
Mhm.
wouldn't they? Think about it. It's genius. Merrick's been here forever. We come from the outside, and this entire time we've been painted as bad guys no matter how much good that we do. It's like some orchestrated mastermind. God, it was so smart!
It was, and that's
And I
what
still
makes
don't
me
feel like
so
they get all the
angry.
pieces. How did they do it?
So tired of falling for stupid shit.
Mm-hmm.
God.
Oh,
Goodbye, London.
Hi.
London.
Just walks in, walks out.
Okay.
All right. Hi, London.
Oh,
Bye.
walks
All right.
back.
Hello.
Walks out.
There she goes.
Oh,
She disappointed.
she gone. She ported. All right, London.
I guess that she was visiting.
It
She
looks
visited.
That was 30 minutes.
That
Wow.
was 30 minutes. Wow. Insane.
It looks
We're
like Cross
screwed.
is here too.
You can see another
Ah.
person.
Yeah, no, I see London
Oh.
and Cross.
There they are.
Why is he
Yeah.
sitting?
He's sitting. He's doing a little sit.
He is doing a little set.
he's popping a squat.
He's
I like
just
his
like, I'm
little-
not dealing with you people.
I like
Oh,
his
there we
little
go.
set.
Hello?
Huh. Yeah, can we
Hello?
No, we can't communicate with them. Still talking
I
to
mean-
Nadia.
I guess I don't know if London makes sense. I'm surprised that Cross is here.
Yeah.
Because every time we asked for assistance, Cross was all concerned about his image. Which, understandable, to be honest.
Understandable, but like, you never talk to.
I'm good to go. You guys good?
No.
No. Not yet.
Oh god, hydrate. Don't worry, chat. I have, like, nearly no water. Hydrated.
Backstage having the time of their lives. I can already hear the panic screaming.
We can sense it through the fourth wall.
Oh, yeah,
guys
I'm
good?
good now.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm good now.
Yeah.
Is that right, Marsha? You good?
Mm-hmm.
The wolf phantom adjusts his button-up shirt, glancing around the entire room to look at each and every one of you. Hello again, outsiders. London would stand a bit behind him, staying silent. She glances in Rex's direction for a moment, and then back at the rest of you.
Cross, what's going on?
He looks back at London for a moment before looking back at... Holy shit, so many backs. He places his hands behind his back. After finding you at the scene of yesterday's crime, the head of security and our council candidate labeled you all as the prime suspects in the murder of Councillor Coulson. Yeah, and I'm gonna tell you that's bullshit. We didn't do anything. We just...
Fell for a stupid ploy.
Mm-hmm. I don't like this at all. Please.
Stop. He puts a hand up to silence you. Glances back toward the door of the prison and sighs. Anything you say in here can and will be used against you in the court of Gaia law. Therefore, simply answer my questions truthfully, and please try not to ruin your images further.
What are you doing here, Cross?
I've taken it upon myself to act as your defense.
Our defense. Wait. Is that actually means we're going to court about this? Like we're going
What did
to
you
court?
think was going on? You were found at a murder scene with your weapons drawn and the body of our counselor on the ground, and you thought we would just politely ask you what happened. Father. London steps forward and places a hand on his shoulder. Cross's jaw tightens, but he calmly inhales and exhales. You're going to trial, where they will spin a narrative where you murdered Councillor Coulson.
But we didn't. Why don't you believe us?
Again, he puts his hand up to silence you. All I will believe is the truth. And at this time, it is impossible to know the truth for certain until all of our cards are laid out on the table. Therefore, I'm going to ask you a series of questions to gather as much information as possible on your perspectives.
Thank you for choosing to defend us.
Don't thank me just yet. He narrows his eyes. Just because I chose to defend you doesn't mean I think you're entirely innocent. That still remains to be seen. Now, if you're finished interrupting me, I want one of you to answer. What happened?
Rex and Swan and I, we found the secret base in the mountain, and there was this book, and I'm like...
He raises an eyebrow. He motions to London with his hand, telling her to take some notes for him. She nods, taking out a small notepad to write on. However, as she writes, her brow would furrow as she thinks to herself.
And the book was coded and worded like this really weird, but it talked about Coulson.
And where did you say you found this book? It was in a secret, stupid-ass base underneath the walkways in the mountain area. Cross looks back at London and then back at you, not entirely convinced. And there are 4 of you. Where was the 4th during this?
I was with Coulson.
His eyes widen slightly. You were? What were you doing with Coulson? He motions for London to turn her attention to Marshy. The 2 of them turn toward you and listen to your side of the story.
We were just talking, and he was giving me advice. I only left for a minute.
You may have been the last one to see Coulson alive. If your story is to be trusted, that is. He begins to pace back and forth. That will be an important detail to mention.
So how is this trial going to go?
He sighs, massaging his temples. You will be escorted up to the courthouse at the top of the Parliament District and seated on one side. Our Keeper of Order will preside over the trial, while a different noble family will head the prosecution. First, the prosecution will deliver their arguments, and then after that it will be our turn for rebuttals. So, one side gets to argue first, and then the other side, we don't even get a chance to interject. He chuckles. You can if you want things to look worse. The best thing you outsiders can do for yourselves is remain silent and let me do the talking.
If you say so.
Suddenly, there's a knock on the door. Cross glances back. What is it now? He walks over to the door and opens it. My allotted time isn't up. Hey! You hear a number of footsteps step into the prison. Thank you, Caitlin Cat, for following. You hear a number of footsteps step into the prison as Cross is shoved aside by a group of hunters. At the head of this sudden interruption is Evelyn.
Oh boy, here we go again. Not her again. I just had to run over there before.
Evelyn, what are you doing? I specifically requested half an hour with the outsiders to talk about our defense.
Change of plans, Cross.
Evelyn scoffs.
We're taking the outsiders up. Now.
Now? You're out of your mind! We haven't had any time to strategize or discuss.
I don't have to answer to you, Cross. So there's really nothing you could do to stop me.
She interrupts him. He bares his teeth at her in anger as the hunters go over to each of your cells, unlocking them.
All right, outsiders. No sudden movements. No one gets hurt. You're coming with us to the courthouse.
What is this stupid mockery? Whatever.
What happened to our 30 minutes?
Yeah, we didn't even get to fully explain ourselves to the person that's trying to defend us, even.
They clearly want us to have no advantages in this at all.
Yeah, I wonder who's responsible for that one. Counselor candidate, my ass.
Fucking Merrick.
I'm just like a delicate fox. I didn't do that. I don't even know how to. I don't even think I possessed a weapon that could have done anything to him.
Your cell's open, Naya.
Oh. I knew that.
You okay, Marshy?
Yeah, I think so.
Nice.
Come on. They're gonna be escorting us. Let's just head up.
This is stupid.
Here's a solid pitch. I mean, they're escorting us right now, right? But I mean, might be able to make a break for it.
No, that will make us look bad.
Yeah, well, we already look pretty bad, Marshy.
You'll
The
make
last
it
time
worse.
you tried to fight Merrick, you couldn't.
Yeah,
How do you think
well,
we're even
at
gonna be able
least
to
it's
do
better than
that
getting
again?
kicked out of the colony. We'd have a chance to regroup, re-strategize. We might be able to lose them in the trees.
Look, this may sound stupid, but we know we didn't do it.
Yeah,
Let's
I
let
know
Cross
that. But
try
how
to
likely are
defend
they
us.
gonna believe
We
that?
could. Okay.
Cross is willing to defend us. They're gonna look for the truth.
Mm-hmm.
I always hated that saying. Innocent people don't run. It's bullshit.
I don't know where I'm going. Don't follow me.
Parliament District? Why are we following you? It's up that way.
We're screwed.
Look, may be stupid,
Uh-huh.
but this is our best chance if we want to do right by the people, I guess.
How are we supposed to do that if we
How-
can't even talk?
Well, how else are we supposed to find out who Coulson's actual killer was? Well, we know that, but how else are we supposed to prove it? If
you
we're
think-
just on the run.
Oh, well, I'm just
It
trying to
won't
think.
matter about proving it. We just... Oh, fuck, I don't even know anymore. You're right, even
Do
if we
you
made a
think-
run for it, even if we did manage to kill Merrick, we need to cut this off at the source. Merrick is just one part of this. Just because we
Yeah.
eliminate him
Mhm.
doesn't mean we actually take out the entire issue.
How are we supposed to find that issue if we're on the run?
I don't
and
know.
unable to
We've
get
like
out?
chased after Victus a million times. Guy's impossible to catch. And Ignis, the
on,
one time that we
Ray.
were ever in the same room as Ignis, she knew exactly what was going to happen. She had the escape route already planned and everything. There wasn't even a spot where we got close to her, except for when she literally waited for us. She waited for us just so that she could say a few last quips and then leave.
This is why we have to do this by the book. Otherwise, we lose every opportunity to find the source and hunt it down.
Okay. Well, if we're gonna do it by the book,
It's not
I
up that
have
way,
so,
Marshy.
I have a suggestion,
Stop.
maybe, what we can
Yes.
do.
What?
I mean, we can't talk. We can't say anything. But that doesn't mean we can't look around. Maybe in the courthouse someone's there. Maybe the actual killer might be in the room.
How
Wow,
are we supposed
this
to
is-
prove that without
don't
evidence?
Guess
Say-
Paul, we
We
could
only-
just, that's not a bad idea. Keeping our eyes on
Just to
Merrick
keep
would
an
be
eye
smart.
out.
I guess that is true. Body language can give a lot away, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
But if
I
it
mean-
is Victus, I doubt they'd show it through body language.
If
Maybe
it's Victus, we know what he looks like, but we just haven't even
I
seen
don't.
him.
Well, okay, well I don't, but I'll take your guys' words for it.
He's blonde. And he
Yeah.
doesn't look like an animal. He's a human, I think.
Okay.
Look, all we have is the scene of the crime.
That's... They must have used that entrance that we found, but like... Oh,
It
it's
was
so
definitely in the
confusing.
back.
Well, they
Yeah.
clearly
How did he
escaped
get
through
around the
window.
city without ever being noticed? Because it doesn't look like us. And they definitely only ever referred to us. It's not like they referred to another outsider.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I mean,
Maybe he was
That's
just
the
really
thing.
sneaky.
you know that blacksmith Kira?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
They said they never saw anything suspicious. Never. Other than us. How can someone even that sneaky get away with that? How can someone go and mess with someone's tools of their trade just that easily?
Hmm.
I don't know, maybe they disguise themselves or something. I don't see any other way, but then again, who
What
can be
if-
that good with a disguise?
What
Like,
if
Anima
they're-
and Feel are pretty hard to impersonate.
What if they're all against us?
I mean, I suppose someone could technologically
probably
make them
are.
even ears and tail, but that would be kind
It
of
doesn't. Thinking about it, well, if there's humanly impossible to sneak around, what if the people that actually are everyone's just against us?
Yeah, why trust us?
Why trust us? I mean,
Over
everyone.
Merrick. It's already been established.
Mhm.
Everyone trusts Merrick over us. And he
I
hasn't
hate
given
that
them a
man.
reason not to.
Mhm.
This plot has to have been in play for a long time.
And even when they had to account for us suddenly, they still managed to deal with us.
Mhm.
Is it Devin?
Tevin?
Mhm.
Devin?
Devin? God, my
Um,
frame rate is just shit today. I don't even know why.
Yeah, it's bad for me too.
Oh,
This
because
is
like
there.
this like semi slideshow. I don't know who to right click.
Why do you hate me, Devin? I thought we had.
Everyone
I
hates
thought
us.
you were our friend. I thought you actually like. Oh,
There he goes.
Hunters are looking after Devin. That's what the other ones say. Guys! You notice Devin standing with a number of hunters off to the side of the parliamentary district. He quickly scrambles out of their grip over to you. Hey, kid! The hunters shout as he runs from them. He jogs over to you all with a concerned expression on his face. What's going on? Why does everyone hate us again?
Devin, are you okay? Where have you been?
I was waiting for you all by the statue when the hunters came and grabbed me. They said I had to be tamed for conspiring with you. I'm confused. I thought we were doing good. I thought you were helping them, and they liked you now. Look, Devin. Coulson, He what? Where is he? Can someone just tell me what's going on?
Coulson's dead, Devin.
The child goes pale as a sheet at your very statement. What? He takes a step back as the hunters finally catch up to him.
Devin, don't make this harder than it has to be.
One of the hunters say as they pick him up to carry him away. No, wait, put me down!
Devin, just stay calm and cooperate, okay?
He can't be gone, right? Right? You're lying! The hunters carry Devin away from your group. Evelyn steps forward and nudges you all to keep going.
Move it. We don't have all day. I'm sorry, Evan.
Up there, go. Sorry, I don't know why I just stole that.
The 3 words.
What
God.
is this pathway?
Just don't be bad.
Already am.
God, we're going to a fucking monkey court that is set against us. I'm starting to regret saying we shouldn't run.
This is gonna be humiliating.
You can say that again.
Oh, jeez, we have a full crowd.
Oh, God.
We have a full pack.
And how many of these people hate us? Well, they definitely don't see someone that likes us. London.
Taz is here.
Hey,
Taz.
hey, Caspian!
I guess we sit over here then.
Will you read what they all have to say? Question mark, question mark?
They have one off?
We must. I didn't realize. Wow, that's pretty
I didn't know
pog.
they did.
Who's this guy? He's just... Oh, yeah, that's
Who are we starting with?
Right click Taz.
Let's start with Francine.
Taz.
Yeah, let's start with Taz.
Hiya.
Right click.
Hi, Taz.
Hiya.
You doing
Hi.
okay?
This must be
I'm
a bit
just
of a surprise for you.
Yeah,
we're confused too.
I got a knock on my door and saying, "Hey, come here." That was a shocker. And
You know the reason?
nope, not whatsoever.
Oh, I guess you'll find out soon. It's not our fault, but we are sorry.
I mean, I'm gonna say this. I mean it. There's nothing I could say. I have immense trust. You guys are the first ones who came to me. So why should I not believe in people who came out to me?
Francine.
At least you're on our side.
At least we have ally.
Person.
Francine
Hold tight.
appears rather unhappy. Man, if only they had bottles.
Let's just get this over with.
Of course.
Oscar.
The Maxwell family is silent. Yeah, that's these 3.
Oh,
London.
London is deep in contemplation.
He's looking between all of us. He's just trying to find the words to say.
Yeah.
Speechless.
He's
That's okay, buddy.
London's
me the
brothers
suspicious
give you a suspicious look.
Oh,
both of them.
they-
Yep.
They are
Yeah.
doing that.
Lucian.
Lucien has a smirk on his face. His arms are crossed. Dick.
Dude.
Even though he punched
Riley,
you, but still.
The hunter sits up and tall and stares straight forward.
Caspian.
Caspian.
Caspian looks
Why is he
conflicted.
Oh no, baby.
Conflicted.
Too
Who
young for
invited
this.
a
He should
child
not
to
be
this?
here.
Merrick has an air of superiority around him.
He really.
Fucking bastard.
Cross.
What Ugh, gross.
No?
Give him a year.
Hello?
Give him
He's
here.
contemplating.
Yeah, we gotta read what he's. Just stay
Mhm.
quiet and let me do the talking. It will be fine.
Can try.
Vander, why are you sitting all high up? Vander's taking quick notes
Special.
for the records. Yeah, of course you
Oh.
are.
Mhm.
With his ripped
Oh.
arms, ripped
my
ears, ripped
God.
legs.
Literally is just resonating.
How
Just
did you get up there?
jackedness.
Oh.
Okay, so y'all gotta
He
sit.
slithered.
Now we talk to
All right.
everybody.
It up.
I get the full one.
Yeah, Evander
Evander,
being ripped is my headcanon.
he is absolutely insane.
Like,
Yeah.
I don't think after like everything that he does, I don't think there's any way that he isn't literally yoked.
Like Quixote, but more yoked.
Yeah, he might be more yoked than Quixote. Well, Quixote's a work a ship, so I don't know. There's a good contest there. But I mean, if Evander's the one moving all those crates and stuff like that by himself, he runs up and down this street every day. Dude's gotta have hops, like unironic hops.
Unironic bunny hop.
He bee hops up the tree every day.
Literally bee hopping is a
He
spoon
doesn't
over
climb
here.
it. He just
Like, what
hops
the-
straight to the top.
He's gotten so good, he can make it to the top in one bound.
Oh.
Oh, man.
Shakes the entire tree when
I'm
jumping.
glad that we can laugh in the face of adversity.
This might be the last time
No,
we
this feels
laugh
like the
all
Johnny
together.
Depp trial.
Oh, wow. All right.
Oh my god!
Oh no!
my God.
Jesus.
Oh
Who's got the
Is
mega
Merrick
pint?
Amber Heard?
no! Uh-oh.
Who's
You
got
know,
the mega? Who's got the mega
Did
pint?
Merrick shit in someone's bed?
Yeah, someone got a mega pint to slide over to
Yeah,
me. I
someone
think I
should
need
use-
it.
Merrick shit in the bed.
Merrick shit. That's our
Yeah.
case. That's our testimony.
Okay, got it.
Merrick turd.
Merrick didn't enchant you. He was just controlling you. That's not enchanting or hitting. That's not punching. No.
He
Yeah. Okay.
gaslight.
So it's not gas.
Yeah, I did not punch you. I hit you. There's a difference.
You know, that felt good to laugh. Anyway,
We're screwed.
Yeah.
don't say that yet. I feel like my
Or
hopes
feel
and dreams
free.
are going to
Oh,
be
yep. You
crushed.
gotta click the empty space in front of our eyes.
Where is it? There it is.
There it
Yep.
is.
I found it.
The lizard animan, with a gavel in his hand, slams the hammer down on a nearby sound block that rests on a table next to him. The noise echoes through the courthouse, causing the entire room to go completely silent. His expression is morose. I'd like to call this court to order. And as all the animen go quiet and bow their heads to Slade respectfully, he continues.
Me too.
Waiting in anticipation. I can't do it.
I'm stressed.
I never thought I would make this announcement, that according to Gaia legislation, a keeper of order will take the role of leadership in the absence of an inducted counselor. I will be obtaining that title for the time being, until our candidate's induction ceremony. He places his hands behind his back and puffs up his chest a bit to stand tall before the people. Therefore, I shall be in charge of these court proceedings, ensuring that everything progresses smoothly. Is that clear?
Crystal.
So,
Is that voice gonna hurt?
I guess not. No, not really. Like I said, I mentioned this before. I'm really good at making my voice rasp without actually having it be damaging.
Yeah, I was
Okay,
gonna say if you need a break from just doing the monologue-y parts, just let me know. I could have it.
Aye, aye, Captain. He walks over to a nearby table, picking up some papers and shuffling through them. He clears his throat and speaks loudly to everyone present. We are gathered in this courtroom today on account of the murder of Counselor Coulson. He pauses, his jaw tightening at the very thought. The outsiders of Gaia have been charged with the murder of a Gaia official and face life imprisonment. The Remington family has volunteered to act on their defense, while the Huxley family has asked to head their prosecution. Each side will have as long as necessary to prove their guilt or their innocence. The Huxley family? Are you fucking kidding me?
Oh my god.
Cross gives you a look and quickly motions for you all to sit quietly, gritting his teeth. Slade glances up at you all with a cold expression. Is there a problem?
Merrick is the one who...
There's not a problem at all, Slade. Please, continue. Cross quickly interjects. He glances at each and every one of you with a stern expression. What did I just say about staying quiet? Don't make this worse for yourselves and just let me do the talking, okay? Slade shakes his head and sighs, looking back down at the papers in his hand. Now, if the outsiders would answer this first question. How do you plead? Not guilty, obviously!
Okay.
He takes note of your plea before walking over to the elevated chair in the center of the furthest wall. He seats himself to face the courtroom with a stern expression. All right then. The outsiders plead not guilty. Prosecution, you'll start with your arguments against them. You all watch as Merrick stands. He glances at you all, and you can swear you see him smirk.
Oh boy.
Bastard.
Bastard indeed.
What a freaking... I don't even know. I didn't even do anything.
Yeah. Did any of us do
All I
anything?
did was help. All I did.
Okay.
Okay.
We're gonna
Well,
click this time. Oh, yeah. Back here.
mm-hmm.
Merrick stands in the center of the room. He looks out at each and every one of the Animen watching. Counselor Coulson was a close friend to all of us. He was a caring man and a kind-hearted leader who saw the good in all that came to Gaia. However, unfortunately, his trusting nature became his downfall, as the very outsiders he welcomed into this colony turned their backs on his kindness and struck him down far too early. Bullshit. He continues. Coulson was especially a long-time friend of mine. We worked together for years as council candidates, before eventually he surpassed me. He was simply that talented a man. I'm here to prove, beyond a shadow of a doubt, that these heathens are responsible for his death. That they murdered our loyal counselor, even after all the faith he placed in them.
That's not true.
Not only were these outsiders spotted at the scene of the crime, their weapons drawn at that, but I will show you all, my fellow Animen, that these criminals are in ownership of the very weapon that killed Counselor Coulson.
What?
Yeah, what? I will explain to each of you how their history of aggression should have been proof of their violent tendencies in this colony. I will describe their various crimes in detail until no one in this room is capable of denying their involvement with the death of our counselor.
Crimes? But we haven't done anything. Literally, we've just been helping you guys.
Oh my god.
What even weapon is he talking about? I don't even have anything.
Not only are these outsiders responsible for poisoning 3 of our hunters, causing them to become terribly ill and unable to maintain the colony's security, but they were found with a direct statement in which they secretly conspired with our counselor's death. They were seen outside the colony after finding a convenient secret exit into a safer part of our forests, and they were responsible for finding the curses on Kira and Francine's tools, rendering our potions and weaponry useless. I will show you how these finds were nothing but stories they fed us to keep us from suspecting foul play, when the truth was they were responsible for creating these very finds.
None of that is true.
This is
I don't-
stupid.
Oh? So you deny it? He raises an eyebrow. Yeah, of course we deny it! Interesting. He clears his throat and refers to the courtroom once more. Animate of Gaia colonies, I would like to speak on my first point by calling our own Keeper of Order to the stand to answer a few questions. Slade raises an eyebrow.
Can he do that?
Of course he can. Cross nods. Anyone within this colony could be called forward to answer questions from either side, and that includes the Keeper of Order. Merrick turns back to Slade as he sits tall in his seat. Very well. I will answer your questions, prosecution.
Shit.
What? This is some fucking bullshit!
Oh my god.
This is already a big setup already. Come on, this is
Bruh.
how the frick, like, how are you even gonna prove it with the whole, like, cursing and stuff? Do any of us
Do you
even know how to
easy
do
it is to
curses?
turn a narrative against someone? All the evidence lines up against us.
We don't even know how to curse. I don't even know
Slade
what. Like,
looks
what
down
we...
at Merrick patiently, waiting for him to ask his questions. He doesn't move from his spot, however. Proceed with your questions, prosecution.
Oh.
Flipping through his stupid notes.
Keeper of Order, Slade. Is it true that you were the one that came across Counselor Coulson's body? Merrick asks. Yes, that is true. Could you explain what you saw when you went to the parliamentary office for the court, please? I had returned to the parliamentary district in order to make an official report regarding Colt, Rosalind, and Dimitri's illnesses. However, when I went to speak with Counselor Coulson, he was already dead, and the outsiders are clustered around him.
Okay, I know it looked bad, but that's not what happened. I mean, you even saw me. I wasn't even pointing towards them. I was guarding.
That doesn't help.
And was there anyone else present in the room? No. It was just myself and the outsiders present in the room. Can you remember any other details about this encounter? The outsiders all had their weapons drawn. One of them aimed a bow at me, while the dread stood over the corpse of the glass sword.
Okay, well, he did bring that
Wait,
one
hang
up,
on.
right?
There's one detail you missed.
Merrick and Slade look back at Swan. Cross looks at you with a seriously be quiet expression on his face. What are you talking about, outsider?
One of the windows in the room was broken.
Rex, can we go feral on Merrick? I won't stop you. Slade pauses, thinking. I do recall this to be true. What does that matter?
If we killed him right there like Merrick wants you to think, why break the window? We would have been gone already.
Slade raises an eyebrow and looks over to Merrick for a counter-argument. Merrick pauses before you know a slight glint appear in his eyes. He turns back to Slade. Do you recall the outsiders standing near this broken window? Yes. They were all rather close to it. It was right next to the body. Therefore, could one argue that they could have planned to use it to try to escape? Hello? Objection? That's speculation! Everyone gives you a strange look. What are you saying? This is precisely why I asked you not to shout in the middle of a trial. Cross face palms.
Good job, Rex. Apparently they don't do objections.
What kind of fucking court is this?
It's a fucking monkey trial.
Oh my god.
Merrick chuckles slightly before turning back to Coulson. That will be all, Keeper. Thank you for your time.
Fuck.
Well, it seems kind of obvious that
Speculation! What?
mm,
Why did we
Yes.
stay and get caught then? We would have just jumped out the window anyway.
or we could have. Okay, I won't say what we could have done. But like, why?
We would have fought our way out.
Yeah, why would we just let it happen? That makes no sense.
Merrick looks
Why
back
would we
at
just
the
let it
courtroom.
happen?
As proven in our Keeper's testimony, these outsiders were found at the scene of the crime with their weapons drawn. They were additionally found with an escape route already secured, a broken window near them which they planned on using to flee the scene before they were found.
That doesn't prove anything.
True. Perhaps it was a coincidence that they happened to be here shortly after Coulson's murder. However, my fellow Animan, how can it be coincidence if they were in possession of the murder weapon?
What?
I'd like to present the court with Exhibit A. Merrick walks over to a chest that is shoved against the wall. From the chest, he carefully withdraws Kingslayer, Rex's glass sword. Alright, you're fucking with me. You're actually fucking with me. This weapon was found amongst the Dread's personal belongings. There's a rapier, crafted entirely from sturdy glass. It's razor sharp to the touch, and capable of cutting through paper, as if it were butter. He holds the weapon up for everyone to see. This is the very weapon that murdered Counselor Coulson.
Look, that's literally impossible! This is so stupid!
Is it? Upon inspecting the corpse in an autopsy, we found that the wound delivered to the counselor went straight through his chest. The wound was rather small and round, matching the shape of this blade perfectly.
What?
Additionally, upon closer inspection, we found a number of small shards of glass surrounded inside the wound. These shards could only have come from a glass sword such as this, and the outsiders are the only ones in the colony to have ownership of such a weapon.
Yeah, one thing though, but Rex was with us the entire time. There is no way he could have done that.
What?
Literally was with us.
So stupid.
What? My fellow Eneman, don't you find it convenient that their alibis all happen to line up with one another? Where were they in Gaia during this crime? They were with each other, and yet they were all found at the scene of the crime. There are skeptical murmurs from the crowd. No one is convinced by your statement, no matter how true it is.
Okay then, you mentioned that we have a history of aggression. We've helped people all over Gaia.
Have you really been as helpful as you say? I would like to call Lucy and Spencer to the stand, Keeper. Slade gives him a nod. Alright, this is a fucking joke!
Yep.
What?
Don't call him! Do not call him! Do not call him! Objection, shit.
This
Okay.
freaking kid.
Maybe if I feign ill, we'll postpone the trial.
I can try fainting like I did at the bandit camp.
You fainted at the bandit camp?
That's a story for later.
The pompous man takes a seat before the court, adjusting his suit carefully as he looks out toward the crowd before him. Slade looks down at him. If you could state your name for the records, he asks Lucian, nodding in Evander's direction. Only now do you notice that Evander has been frantically writing every word down, looking up and down between the scene before him and the papers scattered around the table. My name is Lucian Spencer, head of the noble Spencer family. Here we fucking go. Could you explain your interactions with the outsiders, Mr. Spencer? Merrick asks. I have not had many. After my first introduction to their kind, I've chose to keep my distance. Given their violent actions, I think I've dodged quite the bullet.
What? Violent actions? Please. What are you talking about?
What was this first introduction you mentioned? Merrick asks. Well, I was simply taking a stroll around the parliamentary district when, one day, suddenly that one, he points to Rex, approached me with such a cold expression in his demonic eyes. I know they had a heart attack. And then without any warning, he assaulted me. Hey, you said you wanted to let bygones be bygones, asshole!
Oh my god.
I simply said that out of propriety. I graciously dropped my charges against that heathen out of generosity, and this is the thanks I get for my kindness to their kind. They stab our poor counselor through the chest. I knew they were trouble the moment that one struck me across my face.
Oh, hey, that shouldn't count. Rex was being controlled.
Do you have any proof that he was being controlled? Merrick asks. Lucian, did you notice the demon acting as though he were being controlled or puppeted to harm you? Absolutely not. In fact, he was moving and speaking just as he normally does. He hit me so hard that I fell to the ground, and then he called himself a demon and started to laugh. It was quite horrifying. You're sick. Fuck.
He wouldn't call himself a demon.
This isn't even fair.
No, it's not.
Thank you, Mr. Spencer. You may go. Merrick nods his head. Lucian stands, adjusting his suit further. He walks past you all and gives you a hateful expression filled with underlying superiority.
I'm going to take your superiority complex and shove it up your ass.
What a bitch. I don't even remember him that much. That tells you how much superiority
Now
he's
they're
got.
having a moment. Go get a room!
Jesus Christ. You two. Well, just make okay, I see. This is a Slade. This is clearly one-sided. Like they just kissed them. Okay, whatever.
We'll get our moment. Just have to sit through this.
I'm gonna lose it. I'm getting lightheaded. I'm getting lightheaded.
Hang in there, Rex.
I'm getting slandered!
I know, we all are.
Mm-hmm.
Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god!
Oh god.
There we go. Most inconsistent dialogue on planet. Please! Please!
What's wrong?
It's like opening a quadrillion times!
Oh god. Oh, now it's not even opening.
Now
for
it's
me.
not even opening.
Oh, I'm in it. Oh, well. Yeah, I'm in it. I'm good.
Who was in it, but then it closed because Rex was having a crisis.
I cannot open this dialogue to save my life.
Bruh.
Every single time I try, it just opens
Gotcha.
50. Oh, there we go.
Oh,
No!
What's going on?
Dude.
Well, I'm having a fucking time trying to change the dialogue.
Here we go. Merrick stands before everyone within the courtroom once. God damn it. Once more. He pauses, taking a drink of water, before continuing with his argument. Mr. Spencer proves that these outsiders are not nearly as kind-hearted as they attempt to be. That this kindness could perhaps have been nothing but a facade all these weeks. However, I would like to ask you all to indulge me for just a moment. How do you think these violent tendencies prove their guilt on this specific case? They don't. Again, you're just speculating. I know your type. Tall, dark, and dead. You wanna bite all the petals off. Okay. I would like to call upon Exhibit B to continue. Slade gives Merrick a nod. He continues to the chest on the other side of the wall, beginning to rummage through it for anything to use. Carefully, he places some gloves on his hands and withdraws the tainted flower that you all found within the forest, the one missing a number of petals. May I present the court with Exhibit B, a tainted flower.
That's the one we found outside the colony.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it's
It's
working
loaded.
for
I
me.
don't know what's wrong with you guys.
Yeah,
Ah.
I'm good.
You Rex.
So they confess that they do indeed found this outside the colony. Merrick smirks. Keeper, I would like to call Hunter Riley to the stand now. Slade gives Merrick a single nod. He watches a young Hunter walks from the crowd and sits down before everyone.
God damn it.
All right. Yeah, they have this completely planned out already. That's great.
My
Cool.
name's
How did-
being besmirched.
How did they get all this ready to go? Like,
Because they're smart.
Merrick had this orchestrated. He must have known what his argument was going to be before he even had to show up today.
yeah.
Oh,
I mean, this looks.
Meanwhile,
this looks
we
just like
got
a plan.
all of like 3 minutes with our defense.
Yeah,
Which is bullshit.
it's rigged.
100%.
Yeah, it is.
The young hunter tosses her bangs out of her eyes and sits up straight before the court. You immediately recognize her as the hunter that found you all outside the colony weeks ago when you first found that flower. May you state your name for the court records? Slade asks her, just as he asks Lucian.
My name.
is
Oh, go ahead.
shit.
Sorry, Marsh. Go ahead.
My name is Riley Langston. I'm a hunter of the colony of Gaia.
Mrs. Langston, could you please tell the court about your first proper interaction with the outsiders? Merrick asks her.
It's not loaded. Now I'm having the problems. Okay. I had previously shared a couple of comments with them here and there, but I first properly interacted with them when I found them sneaking outside the colony.
But we weren't sneaking. All right, let's get that straight.
Could you elaborate, Miss Langston? Merrick asks.
Of course. I was on my usual patrols outside the colony, ensuring that our current borders were secure, when I found them huddled together near a small river outside the northern mountain pass. I wasn't sure what they were huddling around, but their behavior seemed suspicious. Okay, I know it looked bad, but I swear it wasn't.
Please, continue, Miss Langston.
I approached them and asked what they were doing, and they informed me that they were out there because they found some kind of secret exit in the mountain pass that they were investigating.
And did you investigate this exit?
I did.
What did you find?
I found that there was in fact a A hand-dug cavern beneath some crates and explosives.
Exactly! You guys aren't a mining colony. Why would you have explosives?
It's a good freaking question.
Archie's got to speak.
It's not loading!
There it goes.
Even if that's the case, it's not my business to question what we do and do not have in the hefty supply in Gaia. The fact is, I found a number of those crates moved to reveal the entrance in a wall of the caverns.
Oh, so are you saying that these supposedly innocent outsiders without any violent tendencies moved packages that did not belong to them to conveniently locate a secret exit from the colony? Merrick confirms.
That lines up with what I found past the exit.
Come on. Ease.
I am ready to feign ill.
What did you do after that?
I informed Slade, and he told me to keep a careful watch over that entrance to ensure that no one else tried to sneak in or out.
And did you ever find anyone using that passage besides the outsiders?
No, I did not.
Then they were clearly watching you!
Thank you, Miss Langston. That will be all. Merrick bows his head to her. She nods, standing up and walking back to her seat in the courtroom. Merrick glances back at everyone. I'd like to call Miss Francine to the stand next, Keeper.
Francine?
Francine?
Why would we put
Francine.
Haven't we had nothing but good experiences with her? Like, what?
She
What?
can't help
Exactly.
but be called to the stand. I mean, even the keeper can't, refuse. Let's just hope this goes in our favor. I mean, she likes us, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
she liked us a lot. A little senile, but she was always so sweet to us.
Mm-hmm. She called me 3 different names.
Yeah, but she meant it and like with love, maybe. Hopefully.
The elderly woman hobbles her way up to the stand carefully, seating herself slowly. She has a melancholy expression on her face, and she frowns at Merrick as he approaches her to ask his questions. Slade speaks to her, a bit louder than he normally would to account for her hearing. Ma'am, can you state your name for the records?
Francine Hale. That'd be my name, dear.
Thank you. Slade respectfully nods to her.
Francine, you know it wasn't us, right?
She looks over at you with a sympathetic expression, before Merrick steps in front of her gaze to interrupt. Miss Hale.
That's Mrs. to you, Huxley.
Merrick blinks. Apologies. Mrs. Hale. Could you explain to the court what this is? He holds up the tainted flower.
I think you explained it pretty well earlier, didn't you? It's a tainted flower.
Yes, but what effects could a tainted flower have? Please just answer the question for those who may not know of its properties.
And tainted flower is just like a normal flower, but it got corrupted by flux and taint. It's got plenty of unwanted properties in it. It doesn't smell very nice, and you can't plant it in multiple soil.
Would you say that it's safe for consumption? What?
Huh?
She shakes her head.
Oh, God, no. No. It'd be fatal to any adamant if it were to be eaten straight from the ground. What kind of stupid question is that, Huxley?
Could you inform us of what happened the other day, after you discovered the 3 hunters were ill?
Well, one of the outsiders was the one to tell me, she needed my help to cure the hunters. So she...
After that, Miss Hale. Merrick quickly cuts her off.
You can't just cut her off like that.
If it suits his argument, of course he can. Cross nods.
Well, I was in my shop. That much I know. And then Slade came and he had this panicked expression on his face, telling me he needed me to investigate some kind of tea he found in Colt's home.
Tea? What are you talking about?
What else did Slade tell you?
He told me that after he got my medicine from that dear girl, Mashi, he did some digging. He said that all the three of the hunters told him how they tried out that new tea this morning, and they got sick from it. He wanted me to look into it to see what was in the tea.
And what was it that you found?
I found some tainted flower petals in the tea bag.
I gotta get there.
Please load.
The courtroom gasps.
Wait, so that's how they all caught flux flu without ever leaving the colony.
What? You can't be serious.
Naya was onto something.
Merrick holds up the tainted flower that is missing some petals.
Petals that could have come from a flower like this.
Yes. Perhaps.
Thank you, Miss Hill. You may return to your seat.
Francine gives you all an apologetic glance as she stands up and hobbles back to her seat.
Come on.
How
There's our
many
best
more
chance.
people are they going to call up and twist stuff against us?
Who the hell? We don't even know how to make tea bags. I don't know how to make tea. I'm drink.
Oh, fuck.
This is so dumb.
You can always fake not knowing how to make tea bags or whatever. That's not.
Yeah, like that's pertinent.
Mm.
The cat animal's tail flicks victoriously as he turns back to the court, still holding the tainted flower.
With both of these testimonies on record, this proves that the outsiders have conveniently located an exit from the colony, which they stated that they used to find this very flower, which is now missing petals. The testimonies prove that those petals were used to craft a tea, which made 3 of our own hunters fall ill.
Yeah, but we found those and found it missing petals. Why would we want to hurt Colt or like any of them?
Merrick looks over at you all.
Well, how else were you supposed to get rid of our security? If you had hunters to look out for, it would have been far harder to kill Coulson, right? You wanted to keep as many variables out of your way before you enacted your plan.
It wasn't a plan. We didn't poison them either.
Oh, it wasn't a plan.
He smiles, glancing back at Slade.
Keeper, I'd finally like to present Exhibit C to the courtroom.
Bruh, there's more?
Merrick walks
course
over to
there's
a nearby
more.
chest and begins to shuffle around in it. He carefully takes out a familiar book. He clears his throat and flips through the pages of the book.
To my father.
Ah, fuck!
Oh.
I'll have to wait a bit longer before I come back home this time. I've been spending much more time away from home because I've been looking for a very special cooler to store your goods in. Our trading system has become much more infamous in this area of the world, and I like to think that it's because of all the goods you recommended we use. Still, we're lucky that the rest of the world was accepting of us, despite our existing records in their city.
Hey, wasn't that the book we found in that basement?
Yeah, it sure as shit is.
Yeah, it was.
We still don't understand what half of it means. We never figured that out.
What, do you think there's more to the cipher?
There always is.
I hope this letter finds you in good health, and that your other son is doing well. I'm aiming on returning soon to you. I may have to go to the Nether for this. I hope you're excited. Today is the big day, my dearest father. From your son. P.S. Keep an eye out for our competitors. They've been following us. Now I'm certain you're all wondering what this is, correct? Allow me to elaborate. This is a coded book that was additionally found on the Outsiders. A coded book that outlines their very plans to kill Coulson.
No, that's outlining the Edict's plans to kill him.
This book, although it means well, was written in a code which spells out Coulson when you look at all the strangely capitalized letters. The end of the book states that today is the big day, which tells us they had been planning on killing Coulson for some time before they actually put their plan into action.
We found that in his secret hideout built out by the Alacrum Edict.
Here is that talk of the Alacrum Edict again. This marks the second time that these outsiders have acted aggressively towards political figures in Gaia over some made-up organization.
No. We have proof. You could just look at that basement for yourself.
Made up organization? Really?
Oh, Animan, why?
Slade raises an eyebrow. If they say there is proof, I'd like to see it myself, Merrick, Slade states. Merrick blinks before clearing his throat.
Fine then. Where is this supposed basement? Go toward the Mercantile District, and then look under the planks of the walkway, like right next to the entrance between the mountains.
Merrick glances back at Slade. Slade motions to several hunters that were stationed near the entrance of the courtroom. Investigate their claim while we continue. Holy shit.
That was so loud.
Investigate their claim while we continue, he orders them. They bow to him and rush out of the room to investigate.
That's one thing we'll have on our side, at least.
Merrick, please continue. Slade motions.
Of course, Keeper. I've almost concluded my argument. I'd like to call one last witness to the stand, if you will.
Oh, great.
Who's he calling now?
I'd like to call Kira to the stand.
Y'all look back as the purple-haired tiger sighs, standing up and walking past you all. At the blacksmith?
Why?
Why? The
Still don't like
weapons?
this.
The weapons? What's about the weapons?
Just pushed Merrick out of the way, gave no fucks.
Yeah, good.
Well, do you
bitch.
think he gives
I
a
like
fuck
the
about
attitude.
anyone?
I like the
Like the
attitude.
sass.
One
No?
day. Here we go.
Mhm.
Nope, not the right one. There we go. The purple tiger seats himself before the entire courtroom, slouching a bit as he kicks one leg over the other. State your name for the court records, Slade states. Kira sighs. Kira Hart, and the Gaia Colony's blacksmith.
Could you explain what happened during one of your first interactions with the outsiders?
Merrick asks him. He leans back in his chair and crosses his arms. It was like any other day. I was busy making new weapons for everyone after the material shipments came in. This time, for some reason, a bunch of hunters started returning their weapons, saying they were breaking on them or something. Outsiders eventually came in with the same damn complaint. I told them I couldn't do much about it because I didn't even know what was happening myself.
And we helped you to identify the problem.
And only after it broke all our weapons.
Please don't get ahead of yourself, Mr. Hart. Merrick jumps in. Can you explain to me how they helped you identify the problem?
They came waltzing in like they owned the place, looking around and touching on my stuff. And so the dread there saw my hammer and went for it. And what do you know? Turns out it was cursed.
Yeah, I literally found the curse for you!
Oh boy.
Oh my god, that was loud. Television just turned on my next room. My god, just scared the shit out of me. Pretty quickly, I might add. Sure, he found the curse. But how did he know it would be on the hammer? And he even knew exactly what kind of curse it was. Talk about how it was a decaying curse or something that was causing all the weapons to decay the minute they came into contact with something. So all the ones I made that day were pretty much useless.
Now, how would an outsider know about any kind of curse or where to find it?
Rex knows about the curse because someone used it, the same one, might I add, on him.
Here, I'm gonna go ask to turn that down real quick. 1 second.
Bound to remember something if it's used on you.
This is by far the dumbest thing.
Okay, this should be
Can't
good.
even do anything.
Convenient. The very curse that was found in my shop happens to be the one that he's seen or experienced. Kira rolls his eyes. Whatever. After that, the outsiders told me to just not use the hammer anymore because it was breaking everything. And then went around to try and find more broken weapons.
Because we were helping? Want to spell that out for me? Yeah. HELPING. Helping.
Only after it was already ruined. The damage was already done. It didn't even matter if you helped now just to make yourselves look better to everyone. You helped at just the right time, that nothing changed.
Are you trying to imply that we put the curse on your hammer?
I don't know.
Really?
If the shoe fits. If the demon knows so much about curses, how do we know he didn't put it on the hammer himself, huh?
I don't think Rex even knows how to cast curse. Right?
Well...
Just say no, you idiot.
When there's no immediate answer, Kira sighs. Can I just go back to my seat already?
Yes, thank you, Mr. Hart. That will be all.
Merrick nods to him. Kira slowly stands up and walks back to his seat in the courtroom.
What did you say? No.
I mean, I've learned a lot from the witches.
Kira didn't even mention how we literally went out of the way to try to replace, the weapons that were broken and get him a new hammer.
Oh my
Could I
God.
cast the curse?
You would know if you cast the curse, dude.
Also, if you cast the curse, why didn't it affect everything before we even got there?
Exactly.
Just throwing that one out there.
You try to cast a curse,
Oh, Merrick's
it's gonna
walking
go
up.
wrong.
Oh, God.
Oh,
Merrick
God.
stands before the court one final time.
My fellow Animan, you've heard several testimonies proving that the outsiders were found at the scene of the crime with their weapons drawn and in possession of the murder weapon. You've heard the defendants themselves admit to having left the colony through a secret exit and finding a tainted flower outside the colony, which was used to make poison tea for Colt, Rosalind, and Dimitri. You heard here that these outsiders have a history of aggressive behavior, and that perhaps their generosity is nothing but a facade to hide their true planned intentions to kill our counselor. Therefore, I believe I've proven beyond a shadow of a doubt that these outsiders are guilty. The courtroom appears to be in a consensus. However, before you can even argue, you hear a number of footsteps running back into the courtroom. Hunters that Slade had sent out to investigate had returned. Slade, those hunters you sent, I believe they have something to say.
We really needed this.
I'm sorry, Keeper, but we searched everything for a secret hatch along the path, and we found nothing.
They state. The courtroom erupts.
Well, it seems the outsiders aren't so honest after all,
What? How is that even possible?
What?
I rest my case.
He walks back to his table and seats himself while the courtroom shouts of your guilt. You hear multiple people shouting for your imprisonment. In the chaos, Merrick just smirks.
We didn't do anything.
Order! I will have order! Slade shouts. He massages his temples. We will take a 5-minute recess. When we return, the defense will give their arguments.
They'd better be some arguments.
Yeah, they're freaking better. Uh-huh.
Oh.
Okay.
What would we argue?
Stay here? Do we get to walk or?
What would we argue? Oh my god.
No.
Did I do it?
What do you
Rex, why would you
mean?
believe
you
you
do it?
What's just like I'm sorry. There's like more reason like for us to have possibly done it than not.
If you did it, you would know.
No, you
But
didn't.
would I have known? Would I have known?
Fine.
I didn't punch Lucian. I never did.
What?
But I did.
Surely we couldn't all be fooled. You were with us the entire time. I think we know if we killed someone.
Mm-hmm.
You're
Rex,
right. You're right. I was
you
with
didn't
you.
do it.
I was with you. I was with you. Right. Oh my god.
What?
Just
Hmm?
everything. It's more perfect than we thought it was initially. How did they replicate the weapon? How did they replicate my Kingslayer's one of a kind? There's no way.
I don't know.
And how did they
did
know
you get your
everything
hands on a
perfectly? We had the flower. We found the room is gone. Could I have put the
You cannot
curse?
just get rid of a room.
Could
in a
I
day.
make that curse?
No.
Even
You
if
would
you could,
know.
you didn't, Rex.
But
you
I-
were with us for most of the time. There was only like 1 or 2 times you went off on your own, and most of those times you went to like I don't know London or something. You seem close.
You
to
don't even
her.
know.
I don't know, Rex, but I hope you do.
I mean, in his defense, I think I saw him with London like one of those times.
I
No,
mean,
but
look,
I don't know
the
about the
one time he
others.
doesn't know what he did, right? His memory's fuzzy. Is your memory fuzzy on anything else?
I don't know. My memory is just like it's like a perfect clarity the next morning. I can't think of every event of the day.
Yeah, is it the same type of fuzzy? Damn it.
I can't think of an instance where it like stands out. I guess, but it wouldn't.
God damn it, Rex, you didn't do it. You couldn't have, because if you did, we're gonna be fucking imprisoned for life, and we're gonna have to pray to God that the others can find us. So you didn't do it, okay? You didn't. Refuse to believe anything else.
What is our counter argument?
I don't know. I just hope the cross can find the truth.
Yeah, he talked with us for like such a short period of time.
Maybe he has
I wouldn't
something up
even.
his sleeve.
You know what? I wouldn't even blame him if he agreed with Merrick at the end of this. You know, if he just stands up there and says, "Obviously they're guilty."
I mean, they're meant to defend us. They can't just do that, can they?
Well, it depends on what they're defending us on.
And I also
They
guess
could
it
plead
depends
that
on
we
how this
did it,
court
but then
works.
they could try to defend us saying that we did it, but then trying to frame it towards a different way, like we did it, but obviously there were these circumstances, so they should have a lighter sentence.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, God.
I'd be
We didn't
surprised
even
if he
get to
still tried to
discuss our
prove our complete
plea.
innocence at this point. Because honestly, I don't think we can. I don't even
We
think
have
we could
to.
be completely innocent. I mean, the thing about he said about Lucen, I was controlled. Yeah, I was enchanted, but I mean, I still did it. If they're not going to believe the enchantment, we have no way of improving the enchantment, then there's that. I really think it could be totally possible that, do I know how to do curses? I could have been enchanted, and then I could have forgotten that I got enchanted because it would just like happened.
Listen,
Do you think
dude.
you were controlled to kill Coulson? How would all of us be enchanted?
Also, think of it this way.
Oh my
we were
god, what
gone-
if we did all get enchanted?
No,
There's no
shut-
way.
Listen,
There's no way.
listen,
There's no
listen,
way.
Listen. When it came to like the curses and the poison, we were not even in the colony.
I guess you're right, but
That's true.
would we know if we were enchanted? We could have just thought we left, but instead we were enchanted, and at the end they sent us out.
Well, I don't think we were. I mean,
God damn it, I
I'm just
wish I was so good with the stupid mental magic shit. I would be able to figure it out.
well, I'm just throwing a suggestion. I mean, I get a room with like that mysterious lady who owns all the magic stuff. She would have picked up something if something was on me.
Yeah, other people would have noticed if
They
we
would have
left.
noticed immediately. We have people
they
in
ended
Hotel
before-
Trivago that have.
If they
have
ended
magic.
at the moment we got out of the statue and we're back in Trivago, I don't know if there would be any lingering effects.
I'm not sure either. I mean, it's not like me and
I don't know how
Morella
that
have ever
magic
found
works.
anything.
What do we even?
I don't know how the
Lingering
I don't even know how enchantment works. You know
I don't
what?
know.
This is
We're
why I
just-
hate magic. This stupid bullshit.
We'll just.
I don't know anything about this. I don't know. I just want to go home.
Even if we did kill
Well,
Coulson, we didn't kill Coulson. No, there's no way. Because we walked in
Coulson
on the
was our
broken window.
ally.
There was no way. The timeline just doesn't match up no matter which way you cut it. Even if we were
Mhm,
enchanted.
and we were together. We were together.
Sure, everything else
the
might be
entire time.
ambiguous. Everything else might be, circumstantial. But there's no physical way we could have killed Coulson.
We would have escaped through the window if we did or fought our way out. If we
Yeah, like-
decided to kill someone, why would we care?
I mean, Marshy was with Coulson, right? I mean, you were in that room, right? Where
Yeah, I
everything.
was
That
Like,
would've
the
been
window
really
wasn't
perfect
broken, right?
opportunity.
No.
Yeah, the window wasn't broken,
What
and
would
she
we
was gone
even
for like
get out
what,
of
like
killing
2
Coulson?
minutes?
Like, to what end would we even get out of it?
We were against Merrick, not Coulson. It would have been more, it would have made
Yeah,
more
if we were gonna
sense
kill
if
somebody, it would have
Merrick was
been
found
Merrick. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. Even thinking in their minds, we came in attacking Merrick, not Coulson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Coulson was more kind of on our side a little bit. He let us make the deal. He let us
Yeah,
stay.
he was with us. Why
He
would we?
defended the deal.
Cross
Why
walked
would we
up.
like kill an ally?
Cross?
Cross looks over at each of you, gritting his teeth. I should have expected that you outsiders wouldn't listen when I told you to keep your mouths shut. You certainly didn't make my job easier by making so many comments during their testimonies.
No, sorry.
He smooths his bangs out of his eyes, his ears twitching. I know that it looks rather grim. Just stay calm and follow my lead, alright?
You really think you can get us out of this?
Hesitation.
I don't like your hesitation, Cross.
Well, Merrick's argument presented plenty of physical evidence. But you could argue that it was all circumstantial. There was no substance behind his arguments besides the narrative he crafted. Look, if you look at each of his arguments individually, he speculated the events several times because he could not say for certain whether or not you acted the way he illustrated. There's no evidence for certain that you poisoned the hunters, nor that you killed Coulson, despite the circumstances aligning to imply such.
So,
Hi, Lena.
what should we do then?
Sit here in
just
silence. There we
ponder.
go.
Well, firstly, you should stop making snide remarks during testimonies. Either answer your questions or remain silent. If you must comment, try and make it as neutral as possible. Otherwise, your answers could be used against you, like what Merrick did when you admitted to exiting the colony. There's so much stacked against us! And yet I'm still not fully convinced. Now am I? He raises an eyebrow. And I know for a fact that there are still plenty in this courtroom who aren't convinced either. So just before Cross can finish, the sound of Slade's gavel cracks throughout the courtroom. Everyone falls silent. Slade motions to Cross. Now that we've settled down, defense, it's time for your argument.
Good luck, Cross.
Yeah, I can't believe you still believe in us. He nods to each of you and stands up. London quickly slips into his spot and gives you all a wink. Yeah, that's why he believes in us. Cross walks into the center of the room and begins his defense argument.
Here we go.
I cannot believe that.
Fine. Yep. Okay.
I mean, he's
well,
not like
don't-
entirely on his side, but he doesn't entirely trust Merrick's narrative. That's all we need.
Mhm.
And if he's right and that
He's
he's
right.
not the only person in the courtroom, I mean, there might still be hope.
We just need enough reasonable doubt.
Yeah.
Yeah, just,
he
just
was
needs to
right.
believe-
There
he
wasn't.
needs to prove beyond a
anything
shadow of
in
a
it.
doubt, yeah? So we just need enough people
Yeah.
to question it, to question
Mhm.
whether it was actually, okay, here we go.
He was right about the substance. There really wasn't anything. He was just
It was
chucking
all
stuff out there.
speculation, yeah.
That is
Yeah.
true.
He never saw any like hard evidence
You
that
spun a
we
narrative,
did
yeah.
this. Yeah, it's just
Also,
oh,
lack
you
of a
could have been
motive.
there. You could have been there. You could have been there. Not you actually were there.
Cross could win this. I think. I hope.
Like he said though, please don't make any comments that you shouldn't.
Yeah, we'll see.
Please.
The wolf
It's so
animal's
hard
tail
to
slowly sway behind him as he clears his throat and turns to everyone within the courtroom. People of Gaia Colony, I believe it's safe to say that we've unfortunately experienced a serious loss recently. The passing of Counselor Coulson Ford cannot be understated as anything but what it is, a true tragedy. We can all agree with the prosecution's opening statement that Coulson was a friend to us all. He was accepting to many of us, and he always showed kindness wherever he went. Therefore, he glares out at the people of the courtroom. I can't help but feel that he would be vastly disappointed in all of us right now. The courtroom begins to murmur at his statement. Not only have we turned to act out of anger and sorrow, but we refuse to respect his choices in his passing. Can we really call ourselves close friends if we cannot even have faith in him now? What is he doing? The outsiders are welcomed into Gaia after some time by Counselor Coulson because they proved to him that they were capable of helping us. When they first came to Gaia, they told me of the deal they had made with Coulson, a deal that I'm certain several of you did not know about. Coulson was skeptical on whether or not he could trust them, as we all were. They made a deal that if they could get one Animan, one, in this colony to trust them and vouch for them, he would let them stay. And they did. They committed to that deal, which, mind you, was not made in their favor. It was made because it seemed impossible. But they did it.
I knew it wasn't impossible.
Yeah, keep your panties in line. And even after that, trust did not come immediately. It came over time, through action. And that is what I will be proving to you all today. You see, the prosecution made a number of good points. Certainly there is physical evidence stacked against the outsiders. However, there was one thing that I found Merrick's argument lacked. Motivation. We can all stand here today and say that there is evidence pointing to these outsiders having killed Coulson. But can we even say why they would have wanted to? No, we can't. Because there is no motivation. Allow me to share an anecdote with you all from my own personal experience with these outsiders. The day that our counselor was killed, my family planned a rather important brunch with the Maxwell family. I informed my daughter, London, that if she wished, she may bring one friend to attend the lunch. I extended the same offer to my two sons, Kenneth and Montgomery. And when my eldest boys chose to not invite another, London did invite a friend. She invited the Dread.
Wait. You went to a brunch and didn't tell us.
No, shut up!
Oh my god. Yo.
And at this brunch, the Dread, Rex, was not aggressive or impolite. Although it took me a discussion with my wife to realize that. He sat quietly and did not interrupt the discussion in the slightest. Does this sound like the character that Merrick attempted to create before you all? It could have been an act, Cross, Merrick attempts to interject. You've always been a rather naive man. Merrick, I did not interrupt your arguments when you attempted to illustrate a horrid image of the outsiders. Do not interrupt mine.
Shit. Sheesh.
And at this brunch, the Dread, Rex, was not aggressive or impolite. Although it took me a discussion with my wife to realize that. He sat quietly and did not interrupt the discussion in the slightest. Does this sound like the character that Merrick attempted to create before you all? It could have been an act, Ross. Merrick attempts to interject. You've always been a rather naive man. Merrick, I did not interrupt your arguments when you attempted to illustrate a horrid image for the outsiders. Do not interrupt mine.
Sheesh. Oh, it's good now.
Okay, nice. Merrick's ears turn down in surprise, and he looks between Slade and Cross. Cross simply continues. Would you expect someone who was planning a murder to attend a brunch the same day? He could have turned down such an invitation, but he didn't. Additionally, he seemed in no rush to leave. Does this sound like an action that a murderer would take if they were planning to kill someone that day? Especially if this supposed plan was set in motion weeks ago?
Okay, I'll admit, he's good.
Holy shit. Cross, Merrick stands, walking over to him. Are you truly attempting to convince the court of their innocence through a brunch? People have plenty of hidden motivations that we don't always see until it's too late. Do you speak from experience? Or are you simply trying to undermine my arguments? Merrick raises his eyebrows. I would never. Then let me finish. Oh my fuck god. Additionally, if these outsiders did have hidden motivations, then they are certainly talented method actors, considering how many people they've helped. Keeper, I'd like to call Francine back to the stand, please. Slade nods.
You may. And Merrick, please take a seat and refrain and remain silent for the defense's argument.
Merrick hesitates, but eventually turns and sits back down. Francine hobbles back up to the front, giving you all a small smile.
Francine.
My grandma, you could do it.
Dude, he just spit bars.
He really
Yeah,
did.
the
What
dude
the
did.
hell?
You went hard.
What?
I'm starting to have hope.
Ah,
He's really
shit.
good.
He's even telling Merrick to, like, be in this place because I don't look at him now, but I think Merrick is starting to have a little sweat go down his face.
Oh my god,
he's
you're right. He's
fucking
dabbing his
tripping.
forehead.
Yeah,
Shit, dude.
The
dude
woman
looks
hobbles
restless.
to the front, seating herself. She smiles at you all a bit more than previously.
Mrs. Hale, if you could state your name for the court once more.
Slade prompts her.
And Francine Hale here. I've been up here before. I know how this goes.
Of course, Mrs. Hale. Cross bows his head respectfully to her.
Good start. Good start. Good. Maybe good start.
Mrs. Hale, there was something you wanted to say before in your last testimony. However, the prosecution cut you off. Cross states. Could you tell the court what that statement was?
Yeah, of course, Mr. Remington.
Francine looks back out at the courtroom.
I wanted to say that the outsiders were the only reason I learned about those posted hunters. One of the outsiders, Mashi, came to my shop and asked for medicine that she wanted to give to Slade to help Colt, Dimitri, and Rosalind.
I just wanted to help.
She got your name right.
I'm no longer Marpy or Marfy.
Okay, Marpy.
Do you know if Slade prompted her to do this? Cross asks.
From the sounds of it, she wasn't prompted at all. She did that to help the hunters that were sick.
Cross glances back at the courtroom.
If the outsiders did poison the hunters, why would they immediately try and help them get back on their feet? I'd like you to keep that in mind as we continue.
Exactly.
Is there anything else that happened after that, Mrs. Hale?
Cross asks.
Well, I told her that in exchange for the medicine, I could use some help with my own business. She seemed more than happy to help me, and all of them have been so helpful to an elderly woman such as myself. Mashi just yesterday delivered several potions across the colony.
Cross again looks back at the courtroom.
Show of hands, if you will. Did you receive your potions yesterday from the outsider?
You notice a number of animals slowly raise a hand.
Good job. Good stuff.
Are you good?
That was a stroke.
Feral. Sorry, I do this when I'm excited.
This is you, by the way, Naya.
Fuck. There was no cues. Anyways, and that's not all that they helped with. Mashi found the same curse on my tool's tool. I know what Kira said, and it was too late to really fix anything. But I think no matter when that curse was found, it helped. Imagine what could have happened if we kept using those good-for-nothing tools, and everything kept breaking. Sure, in the moment it was inconvenient, but in the long run it helped our colony greatly. I'd rather craft with a functioning mortar and pestle, if you know what I mean.
Huh.
Oh no.
Don't die.
That would be very awkward if you died.
Thank you, Mrs. Hale.
Cross nods to her.
You may return to your seat. Your testimony is greatly appreciated.
Of course, Mr. Remington.
Francine waves at you all as she walks back to her seat, shuffling slightly across the courtroom floor.
MVP.
Oh
MVP.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love.
Man,
Thank
I didn't
you.
know you ran medicine, Marshy.
Oh yeah, I went all over the place.
Then again, we also didn't know you attended a brunch.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know that one. Was it good at least?
So what's the next witness?
Okay.
Okay, we don't get to know if the food
Fuck!
was good.
Damn it, my deflection!
All right, Rex Fitter.
Was it good?
God damn it!
Was it good? Was it
Let
good?
me deflect! Okay. Cross turns back to the courtroom.
The outsiders haven't just helped Francine either, as her testimony proved. They've helped plenty of us. I'd like to ask, do you know any murderers that try so hard to help the people they're attempting to break?
When no one speaks up, Cross nods.
As I suspected. There's no point in helping us if they simply planned, since the beginning, to kill our counselor. So what's the point? What motivated them? Can we still even answer that question? Now, I'd like to call... Hang on a damn minute.
A voice states from the back of the courtroom. You all look back to see Colt walk through the doors.
Wait, Colt?
Oh
Colt?
shit, he's right
Colt?
there!
Colt,
Huh?
dude, you're supposed to be in
What, shouldn't you
quarantine.
be resting?
What?
Aren't you
With
contagious?
the mask on?
Well, man, by the freaking.
Oh, shit, we gotta right click him.
Can I reach him?
Can you?
I don't think I
Oh,
can.
you gotta take 2 steps to your right.
Come on, Colt. You're my buddy. We can. Come on.
2 steps
can't-
that way.
We can't go
That
like
way.
Wait,
That
he's at
way.
the Invisidude.
Oh, he's in the Invisidude too.
Okay, there is Invisidude. Cool.
Colt walks forward to stand in the center of the courtroom. He pants a bit, still looking a bit more pale than he should given his flux flu. He wipes his brow.
I have something to say myself. This is uncalled for.
Merrick quickly stands up. Colt, you should still be resting.
I have something to say, damn it, and I'm gonna say it.
Yeah, Colt, you don't look too great, man.
I have enough energy because of that medicine you got me to be here now.
He seats himself in the witness chair. Caspian rushes from the audience to stand near his father. Dad, are you okay?
Order in the court, Colt. I appreciate that you came up here, but please.
Slade starts.
You can't stop me, Slade. So just let me sit here and say my piece.
Are you sure you shouldn't just go rest?
I'm sure. But thanks for the concern.
He looks back up at the courtroom.
I don't care what any of you out here think. I know how this looks. But if you have any respect for me or Coulson, and listen to what I have to say, these outsiders didn't do it.
Colt, Merrick steps in again, walking over. We have a system in this courtroom.
Then call me up as your next witness, Cross, so I can actually talk.
Cross hesitates.
All right then. Keeper, I'd like to call Colt to the stand.
Slade gives Cross a single nod.
If you're certain, then Colt, state your full name for the records.
Colt Anderson.
He sighs, leaning forward. Caspian climbs into his father's lap and glares at Merrick, sticking his tongue out at the cat animate. Cross seems mildly amused before clearing his throat and continuing.
You seem like you have something to say, Mr. Anderson. Please, share with the court your statement. The outsiders didn't do anything to Coulson. You're all wasting your time pointing fingers at them. How are you so certain of that?
Cross asks.
Because wouldn't murderers return your damn kid to you, huh? All those weeks ago when Caspian accidentally wandered out of Gaia, he ran into the outsiders, and they didn't do anything to him. They returned him safe and sound where he belonged.
It's true! Caspian shouted out. They even helped me stop crying by letting me play with their tail!
Yeah, he did really like my tail.
Caspian, let me do the talking, okay? You're not sworn in like I am.
But I want to help too! I really like the outsiders. They're super nice!
I know. Go back to your seat, okay?
Caspian frowns, before eventually following directions and hopping off Colt's lap. He walks back over to his chair, allowing Colt to sit up a bit.
If the outsiders were really as bad as everyone thinks they are, then they wouldn't have brought Colt back home. They could have kept him back in Rem, or ransomed him off. But they didn't. Without being told what to do, they returned my son to me. Does that sound like the actions of cold-blooded killers to any of you?
Oh, thanks, Colt.
That's good. Okay. Fine.
They believe in us.
Colt, you're being foolish to believe them. As I've been saying, people can do good things simply to gain your trust and take advantage of you. As they are right now. You've played right into their hand.
Merrick glares at him.
Maybe I have. If that's the case, then call me the ring wrapped around their finger. Because I believe them. And I trust them.
Merrick blinks in surprise. Another voice would perk up too. The familiar frantic voice of Evander. I trust them too, actually.
Vander?
Vander?
Evander?
Vander!
Vander? Oh, please.
He's
Dude.
young.
Yes.
Dude, it's scribbling like nose
Our
this
dude.
whole time, but just decided to perk up. Muscles are rippling. Practically
Dude's
bulging
going.
out of his little suit.
Literally, I think he's. Oh no, I think he's pulling something. Oh jeez. Dude's. I want him to like get off his chair and just rip his shirt off and just be like, yes.
Evander shivers a bit as everyone looks over at him in surprise.
Oh dear. My apologies. That interjection just sort of slipped out, didn't it?
Yes, it did. Merrick's jaw tightens. Do you have something you'd like to say, Evander?
Cross raises an eyebrow.
I mean, we did help Evander too when we first got here. Very much
Chat
so.
exploded when Evander spoke.
Same.
Evander looks around at the entire courtroom before he would pause and clear his throat.
I suppose I could say something.
Evander glances up at Slade, who massages the bridge of his nose.
If that is allowed, of course.
Cross.
Call your witness.
Slade simply states.
But please, no more interruptions. If this trial is interrupted one more time, I will call another recess.
No more interruptions. Certainly.
Evander hops out of his chair and walks over to Colt. He places a hand over his mouth and quickly holds his breath, helping Colt out of the chair.
I can walk on my own. I'm fine.
Colt sighs, brushing him off.
Oh, certainly.
Evander's small rabbit tail twitches as he glances back at the witness chair Colt was just sitting in. He sighs and takes a seat gingerly as Colt leaves the courtroom to sit outside, away from the others.
State your name for the...
Slade starts to say before Evander interrupts.
There's no recorder at the moment, but Evander Cohen. If we may hurry this along, so I may continue with my duties.
Classic Evander. What was it you wanted to say for us, Evander?
Cross asks.
Well, I simply agree with Coates, you know. I don't see how the outsiders could have killed our counselor at all. The second day that they came here, they chose to take time out of their day to help me to relax for the first time in weeks. It was quite nice of them. And to be honest, if it weren't for them, I would have had to work another 24 hours without any rest.
Holy shit.
Oh my god.
No.
He's more jacked than I thought.
So, if they are indeed playing us, I can't help but feel as though it has worked on me. Because I also trust them wholeheartedly. And I know that Colt and I are not the only ones.
He pauses, covering his mouth.
Oh dear, I've said too much already. I have to transcribe all of this, that is all.
Without another word, he hops out of the chair and quickly returns to his previous spot to scribble down everything he just said.
Oh God, someone please help him. Oh my God,
Freddie,
poor guy.
it's okay. You don't have to scribble those down. You'll remember them.
You'll remember. Don't worry, I love him.
I'm about to help this man write.
Holy
I love
shit.
him.
Evander?
You're the best. You're my favorite. I like him.
God. Cross blinks a bit in confusion before eventually he would continue with his arguments.
As I was saying before to this court, the actions of these outsiders simply do not line up with the actions that the prosecution is attempting to imply. Because truly, that is all Merrick has done. He has speculated and implied, but nothing is known for certain at all. And we have yet to find any motivation in these outsiders for killing Coulson. How can we be so certain that it was indeed them? They have no personal attachment to this colony, Merrick argues. It could be easy for them to act the part and perform these random acts of kindness to gain our trust. Perhaps. But if you truly believe they have no personal attachment, then I'd like to call one last individual to the stand. Marshy Mallow.
What? Me?
Cross nods. You hesitantly leave your seat and walk up to the front, looking out at everyone as they stare at you skeptically.
State your full name for the record, outsider.
Slade orders you.
Marshy? Marshy Mallow.
Sorry. Cross glances at Evander as he writes down your name.
Marshy, we spoke briefly before in the prison, but I'd like you to share your story to the court today. Is it true that you were the last person with Coulson before he passed?
Yes, it is.
Interesting.
Merrick cuts in. Cross ignores him.
Where were you with him?
Well, he wanted to talk to me after I helped Mason.
Save Mason. Can you elaborate?
Well, when I was doing my deliveries for Francine, I delivered some of his medicine to him, and he started coughing, so I wanted to help him.
Was Coulson present when you started to help him?
No, he arrived when I was done.
Therefore, you weren't prompted to save Mason. You did so because you could.
Yes.
And so when Coulson arrived, he stated that he wanted to talk with you. What did he say when you met up with him?
He thanked me for saving Mason, and he talked about how he adopted Mason to me.
What else did he say?
He taught me a lot of the Animan hierarchy and stuff, and about leadership.
Leadership? What about leadership?
He talked to me on how he was responsible for Gaia, but he cares for the colony.
He allows you to continue.
He said that all Animan should be treated the same no matter what, whether you're a raccoon or a snake.
Slade's expression softens. The entire courtroom is dead silent.
He said that as a counselor, it's his obligation to take care of the colony every day without breaks.
Cross glances back at the courtroom. I think we can all agree. This sounds exactly like Coulson, does it not? So we know that you're being truthful, yes? There's silence. I have just one more question, but this one is for you, Keeper. Is that all right? Slade nods his head, glancing at Marshy. Slade, when you found the outsiders over Coulson's body, did you see Marshy?
I did.
And what was she doing?
She looked devastated. She was crying.
The courtroom doesn't make a sound. Hardly anyone even wants to move. I have no further questions, Keeper. Marshy, you may return to your seat.
Can I say some more?
Hmm?
Okay. I didn't know Coulson for long, obviously. He only came a few weeks ago. But with the little time I did know him, I know that he genuinely cared for everyone in this colony. And he would do literally anything for it and its people. Sorry. I feel like he wouldn't. I know that he never blamed us for anything that went wrong. I know he trusted us. And I feel like it doesn't seem right if someone, like, it doesn't seem right if Merrick just immediately went in as the next counselor without any opposition or anything like that. Sorry, this is really hard for me. I'm not great at public speaking, as you can see, and I'm very emotional. Coulson, he knew what he wanted for Gaia, and he knew what it needed. And Merrick may not be the person to take over. And they deserve a counselor just like him. Just like Coulson was. Someone who was kind and caring and didn't throw blame or make stories just to get rid of people. He would have given us a chance. If it was anyone else, he would have gave us a fair trial instead of making up just stories in their favor. there are problems outside of the city and in the city, of course, but we just wanted to help. We have the best intentions for this colony. And we don't want to see it fall. And I think, if you will allow it, I want to run as candidate against Merrick.
What?
You want to
What?
counselor?
What? Huh? What?
What? Marshy, I know you're emotional. Are you certain?
Look, I know I'm not from here, but I think I understand what Coulson wanted, and I want to continue his legacy the best I can.
He really had an effect on you, didn't he?
Mhm.
Huh.
Okay. Let me go get it, girl. This is good. Good.
Huh.
You did good.
Diverge expectations, Marshy.
Oh, I guess we progress the dialogue now. As the courtroom explodes into an uproar, Slade shouts at the ball and slams the gavel down on the sound block multiple times.
Order in the court! Order in the court!
She can't be serious, Merrick exclaims.
We're all as confused as you are, Merrick. Marshy, are you quite certain you know what you're talking about?
Yes.
And then let me pause for dramatic effect.
Yes.
Take your time, take your time.
You're meaning to tell us that you're a candidate?
What does that mean?
I am.
How is that possible? Even Cross would be shocked. I thought she smelled strange. London raises her eyebrows. Oh, too much right, too much right! Vander panics.
Everyone calm down!
The heat within the courtroom quiet down as Slade stands up and walks over to Marshy and Merrick. He turns to Merrick.
Is it true?
Well,
Merrick, is it true? Is she truly a candidate?
Merrick hesitates. I don't know. I suppose her energy could indicate that.
Of course she is.
Francine stands up again.
You're trying to tell me that you didn't sense it the minute she walked into the colony? Francine?
What are you trying to say, Francine?
She's got the same kind of energy as Merrick here. I mean, even without a proper form. Are you trying to tell me you haven't noticed?
Francine asks, walking over.
But she's human. We simply assumed that.
That's what you get for assuming, ain't it?
Who cares if I'm human or not? I'm a candidate, and I want to run against Merrick for counselor.
She's clearly confused. That's not how this works, Merrick states.
Can
Riley.
Can an outsider even be a counselor, let alone a candidate?
Riley asks. It's impossible. This is just some sick joke, Kira says.
But if Francine says her energy is a candidate's, and she is a candidate, like it or not,
Colt states from the doors of the courtroom.
Can everyone be silent for just one moment? What even is a candidate?
Yeah.
who cares if she is a candidate?
Merrick shouts at everyone.
She and her outsider friends are on trial for the murder of Coulson. and she would have the disrespect to state that she wants to take up that role in his absence. Is that your game? You wanted him gone so you could announce yourself our new leader?
I could say the same to you, Merrick.
You insolent little... Merrick starts to speak before Cross steps between him and Marshy. I think you need to step back and calm down, Merrick, Cross states. Are you telling me you would seriously indulge in the nonsense of an inexperienced, formless animan? Merrick exclaims. She's...
Order in the court before I force all of you outside!
The Keeper of Order sighs.
If she is a candidate, then she's a candidate. There's nothing that can be done about that. And arguing over that fact will change nothing. Francine, are you certain?
These eyes might be old, but they don't lie. I see your candidates are bright as day.
Francine confirms.
But why didn't you even tell us? Why didn't you say anything? I assumed I wouldn't have to be the one to say it. I thought all these young folk would be but more attentive about their outsiders.
In that case, we found ourselves at an impasse. Kaya has gone from having one candidate to two.
She can't be a valid candidate, though. She hasn't been trained, she's never gone through proper candidacy schooling, and she is an outsider. She cannot be a counselor, Merrick argues.
Actually, according to the Animan legislation, the only requirement to be a counselor is to be a candidate beforehand. The schools were only made so that all candidates could be competent when they were brought into office.
Vander steps in. So Marshy could be a counselor.
Okay. No pressure.
She killed Coulson! Merrick argues.
We don't know that at all. In fact, the defense brought up some good points. Why would she kill Coulson and then cry over him? Why would any of them kill Coulson?
Don't tell me you're believing this, Slade, Merrick states.
I'll believe the truth when I find it. But for now, I've seen no concrete evidence that outlines their guilt of this crime.
Thank God for that.
Slade sighs.
Since we clearly cannot come to an orderly agreement on how to progress, then perhaps there's only one way to go about this. We'll have to solve this democratically.
What? Merrick exclaims.
What?
Marshy and her friends, since there is no concrete evidence that they killed Coulson, will be free to come and go once more as they please. However, if Marshy is serious that she wants to become the counselor in Merrick's place, we will hold a period of campaigning and allow for the people to choose who they want their counselor to be.
I have been here for years, decades, and you would choose a formless girl over your candidate since... Merrick tries to go against the ruling, but Slade interrupts.
We will see who the people choose. The only way to solve this fairly is through a vote, just as we would do if we had multiple candidates to choose from in one colony.
So we would campaign for Marshy, and the Animan get to vote on who should succeed. Or who should succeed Coulson.
Correct. Additionally, since Coulson's killer is still unknown, the investigation for his killer will continue. If evidence is found that Marshy and her friends are responsible, they will be removed from the running and imprisoned. Otherwise, the real killer will inevitably be brought to justice.
Listen to yourselves, Merrick attempts to appeal to the crowd. How long have I been your loyal candidate? And now you would even think to replace me with an outsider? You must see how ridiculous this is!
No, buddy.
You're showing your true colors a bit too much there.
Mm-hmm.
It's a yikes.
Suddenly, a figure stands up. Rex in London would recognize this boy as Oscar Maxwell, from the branch at the Remington estate. No offense to you, Mr. Huxley, but at least the outsiders have actually been helping people, where I can hardly name a time where the public has ever seen you. Merrick goes red in embarrassment and rage. London raises an eyebrow.
Yikes.
If there are no more interruptions, then as the Keeper of Order, I declare that Gaia will enter a period of campaigning, and after the time allotted concludes, the people will choose who they want to succeed Coulson. Merrick Huxley or Marshy Mallow.
I'm fine with that.
In that case, trial adjourned.
Oh my god!
What the frick? Marcy.
I know the book said it, but what the
frick?
fuck?
What do you mean? What's the what?
You can barely run a hotel, you idiots!
Hotel.
What? Okay. All right. Well, hey, congrats on being a candidate. Cool.
I think I was just in the heat of the moment.
Candidate mean? What is
Yeah.
the difference between a normal animan? I thought a candidate was just someone running.
I mean, we picked up an edict journal once upon a time where they detailed that much information, but what?
Oh
What?
my god.
Okay.
It was in one
Alright,
of the
well-
people reports on the vessels. One detailed Marshy listed her as an animan and called her a council candidate. I never thought
What
this is how that
Wait,
would play
that
out.
was the thing. Wait, what?
Don't look at me like I know what it means. It's just what it said.
What?
I don't even know what
What
that means.
reports are you talking about, Rex?
Wait, Okay, wait.
Oh my-
Coulson
this is
did
some book
say
you have.
that some animen are more powerful than others. Maybe that's it. I don't know.
That makes no sense.
Doesn't
You're
Wait, you're
useless.
powerful. Wait, can you
exactly.
you like
No,
shoot like lasers from your eyes? Or
you're
something?
not
Like, what do you mean
useless.
powerful?
Hmm.
I
Like,
don't know.
what the?
I mean, I know how to use magic, kind of, not really. I only use a
look,
healing spell and
This
occasionally
is
like
good,
a
right?
frost
This
one.
is good for us. This has
Um,
gotten
well,
us out of this, and this gives
yeah.
us a chance to publicly oppose Merrick, right?
It doesn't look good, though. It doesn't mean we've convinced everyone, and we still have to do that. I mean, there were more people out there against us than with us, in case you don't recall.
Well,
we
yeah,
managed
true.
to meet some people. If we just keep doing what we're doing,
Yeah, think about it.
Yeah,
We
but we
have
can't
to-
just do what we're doing now. You also have to worry about trying to promote that one as actually being a solid leader. Because now they're voting on that too. They don't trust us, and now we have to prove that we know how to lead, and that they can trust us, that we have their best interests at heart. We need to solve whatever stupid issues they have going on here. We need to catch Coulson's actual killer, and we need to stop Merrick and the edict. We have
I
like
suppose
5
but we
things
have
at least!
experienced
We
leaders
also
here to
have-
help Marshy. Oh my god.
Well, if you need help, I can always help you out.
Look,
Oh,
we
Wait,
have a
wait.
lot. We're also 4 people.
doomed.
We're 4 people. This isn't
Mhm.
impossible, and the moment we decide that it is, the moment that this whole thing is over. For Christ's sake, we have to work with what we've been given.
Yeah, I know how
Mhm.
to lead. Issue is, I'm not the one leading. I don't need to prove myself.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Rex, giving some tips or some shit.
Tips? It's not the kind of
Yeah.
thing you can give tips on. It's not something you can learn. You either have it or you don't.
And you think Marshy doesn't have it?
She's been able to run the hotel. You don't think she's been able to do that?
She's
You
run
think
the
the reason why-
hotel.
She's the one.
Take
She
yourself out of this
the
fucking
hotel
room.
is still running because of what she's done. Well, yeah, obviously, it's not like perfect. There's still things. Like some people, I don't know why they're there. She was gone for a year, but the hotel is still running, and she is still the leader of it. She
Look.
does have something. We just have to.
We're not going
Oh.
to get anywhere if we talk about Marshy's competency or not, because we all clearly have varying opinions. Let's work with what we got, all right?
Okay.
Let's just be glad that we're not going to be imprisoned for life. And
Not
next
yet.
time when we get out of here,
That's
let's
another
make
thing
sure
we gotta
tell
prove.
some other vessels
If
where
no
we
new
go.
evidence comes to light, we're gone.
Well, then
So
let's
we
make
just have
sure
to find evidence
new
before they
evidence
do.
comes to light.
And something
We've
tells me
handled
that if we
how
end
the
up
edict
imprisoned
people-
here, somehow that might be part of the edict's plans. I have a doubt in my mind if we end up in quote-unquote imprisonment for life, that the edict will get their hands on us.
That is exactly why I did not want to be at Merrick's mercy earlier in the cells. Lord knows they just hand us over, and God knows what they'd do to us. Also,
Alright.
what books were you talking about? Reports?
Not important.
Wait.
What?
I'll just ask Lily about it later.
Okay. We get our stuff back though, right?
Oh.
We probably
I-
It's
put it
probably in
where-
the security office.
Okay. More
Well,
walking.
I guess that was a bit of a show, huh?
Yeah, that was huh.
Oh, it's raining.
Well, looks like things never change.
So we're
Celebrate.
really going to be running for candidacy.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know where Devin is.
Oh, right,
He's in the
Oh,
shit.
there's Devin.
We gotta get to Devin.
Oh my god, there's so many people.
Oh god.
There's no way they're
Ugh.
all updated, right? That'd be insane.
Are they?
No, they don't even.
Oh my god.
Oh my god,
the,
they are.
the happy
they are.
face.
They are. They are.
Oh god. Oh god.
Oh, you're going over here first. Okay.
Evelyn
sorry.
just stopped.
It's just
Yeah.
scoffs. At
There you go.
Leon?
Yon is quiet in contemplation. He's looking toward Devin with an apologetic expression.
Hmm.
Slewed?
I look forward to your campaigning, outsiders.
I think I saw Merrick over here. And here's Riley.
Hey, Ray.
Why do you hate me? 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 Bitch. Okay. Congratulations on your success, outsiders. Your items are waiting for you in the security office.
Ah, perfect. Good.
Merrick.
I want my. I'm starving.
Merrick storms off. He doesn't even look at you.
Oh man.
As you should.
This is the
I'm
security
crying
office
me a
over here,
river.
right? Let's grab our stuff and then go talk to people.
Mm-hmm. I feel like we should
I
really
wonder
definitely.
which one Naya's is.
They have touched my
chicken.
ass.
Why did you go through the one with the chicken on it? Stop going through the one with the chicken on it.
Shit, mine has chicken on it too.
What? Oh,
Wait, really?
Yeah. Also,
My chicken-
my inventory
my
just
chicken-
bugged. Do you see that? What is happening? Okay,
What's happening?
my inventory was just wigging.
If
Oh.
they have
Oh, I saw that. Yeah, I had to like
asked,
duplicate it.
I'm
for me.
going to commit arson.
I'm glad I have all my stuff.
Cool.
I got my gingerbreads back.
You know, with the amount of times our stuff
got
has
it.
been taken, I swear.
I got the thing. I got the thing I need.
Next to the end, could you just dance about for like
Okay, my
15 to
axe
20
is
seconds?
fine, it's good. You are in the perfect position to be shoved off the edge.
Do it.
Just want to let you know.
You
Oh,
missed
No!
like 50 times.
I'm happy. I have my
Let's
bell
see.
now.
Lucian's over here. Sup, asshole? Oh shit, I'm frozen. Sup, asshole?
Nope. We should talk to Francine. She literally kind of jump started this whole thing, huh?
Yeah. This is ridiculous.
What?
Absolutely ridiculous.
Okay, relax.
I always believed you young ones.
Oh, Francine, you sweetheart.
We talked to
Best.
No, we don't.
Thank you.
I feel like I have a grandmother.
Hunters are still
Who
looking
are we
after
talking
Devon.
to?
Devon.
Oh, Devin.
Devon rushes over to all of you, ecstatic, and quickly hugs each and every one of you. You're back! Are you okay? Did you work things out?
Devin, please let me speak to you.
Oh,
Oh,
We're okay, Devin. Everything will be alright.
Oh yeah. What happened? How did you manage to persuade everyone? I thought for sure that my father would get you guys arrested forever, or that we'd never be able to come back.
well, I may have just did something a little crazy.
What did you do?
Well, I decided it would be a fantastic idea to run as candidate against your father.
What? Devon's
Oh.
eyes widen and quickly backs up. How did you manage to do that? How did you persuade them to keep my father out of office?
we were very persuasive.
He blinks in surprise. Oh, jeez. He brings a hand up to his head. That's a lot to take in, you know. Colson's dead. My father's is on the verge of taking over, and now you're running against him. I don't even know what to think.
Don't worry, okay? We'll figure this out.
I know you will, but I can still be nervous. He glances around the area carefully. Right now, I think I just want to go back home. Yeah, you and me both.
I've been saying that the whole trial. You know, I miss the
Devon
mess
begins to turn
lady.
away from suddenly his ear pricked up to a voice calling to him. Devon, hey!
Much to your surprise, Leon would run up to Devon. Leon pants a bit. Just... Wait a minute, okay? Leon? What are you doing here? And what do you want? Look, I just want to talk, okay? That's all. I think you said plenty the last time I saw you. Come on! Just... please?
Maybe just hear him out, Devin? Maybe? I know there's a lot between you two, but...
Devin looks at each of you carefully before eventually he just sighs. Fine. What do you want, Leon? I wanted to say that I'm sorry, okay? Devin blinks in surprise. What? Yeah, what? Look, I overheard what your fox friend said to my mom the other day. And I don't think that... No, I know that you guys didn't do it. I don't know who did, but I'm sorry that I didn't believe you. I'm sorry that I thought you were lying when you said there was more going on. I believe you now, okay? Otherwise, maybe Coulson would still be alive. Devin is quiet in shock. I don't know what to say.
Are you okay?
Look, just... You don't have to say anything, okay? I just wanted to apologize. I'll see you around, Leon states, putting his hands in his pockets. Without another word, Leon would leave you all and Devin.
Let's go, Devin, okay?
Poor guy.
Hmm.
Just more bombshells after more bombshells.
Let's finish talking to people and then
Mm-hmm.
go home.
I need to talk to Colt. Freaking Colt. God, I want to make sure he's okay.
Alright, then how about you guys beat it and talk to everyone
Yeah,
yourselves?
go
Okay.
check
Yeah.
in.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
got
sure,
my own stuff that I want to deal with. I'm gonna hide behind this
Yeah,
fern
sure,
until
sure,
you
sure,
Oh
go
my
sure.
god, you just vanished from my vision perfectly.
Hiding. Ow,
Okay.
fuck you. No.
Mm.
I'll destroy that fern.
Mm.
Oh
Ow!
my god.
Can
Stop.
God?
I'm gonna...
I've been hurt by God.
We good? We good. Evander. I love you, boy. Oh dear, oh, so many documents to put away and organize now. A campaign? How much work must I arrange for a campaign? Oh god. Good luck, Evander. Hey. London crosses her arms. Well, that was eventful, wasn't it? Yeah, you could say that again. She smirks a bit. You looked like you were sweating bullets. Did you really have that little faith in my father's abilities? I mean, it looked really bad for us in my defense. It's like we're out of the woodwork yet. Aww, were you actually afraid? No, I really wasn't. You were totally scared, weren't you? Come on, Rex. If my father couldn't get the colony to believe in you, you know that I would have found a way to keep you around, right? She gives you a sly smile. Yeah? How's that, huh? A magician never reveals her secrets, I'm afraid. She brings a finger to her lips mischievously, tilting her head. However, eventually she lets her hand fall and she looks off toward the courtroom. Don't you think it's interesting that Oscar Maxwell was the one to interject like that? I guess. I don't really know him, though. Exactly. You don't know him. And he doesn't know you. Therefore, there's practically no point in defending you. There's no benefit for him or his family. So I wonder what he was thinking in that head of his. Fair. I don't know. And to be honest, I don't care. She pauses, glancing back at you. Are you alright? I'm just tired.
Aw. Why don't you take a short break, alright? We can work more on our plan later. You've had a long day, but I expect you bright-eyed when you come back, alright? She smirks at you. I can't do much without my partner after all, right? Right. Right. I'll be back soon. They're talking to each other. Like a bunch of dinguses.
Hey, hi, guys good? Everything good? Everything
Yeah.
grand over here?
Okay,
The
did for a few more
Remingtons have
seconds.
decided to ally with Marshy.
Well, that wasn't part of the book I thought was gonna happen.
Yeah, same.
Thankfully, well, talk to Colt. Poor guy.
Is he doing okay?
He's don't look. He might be falling asleep on the bench, but you know, I think he earns it this time.
A sunbath.
As long as he's not on death's door.
No, he seemed like he was okay.
These
But
guys seem really, like, susceptible to flux, like, extremely.
it makes me wonder if I would be too.
We could find out.
Maybe.
No, you don't have to
Oh.
find out anytime soon. You know,
That's,
please,
Hold
Wabbit.
on. What book?
Wabbit? Oh, I already talked to
Wabbit.
We could talk to Wabbit again.
he's my boy. I love him.
There's so many documents to put away and organise now. A campaign? How much work must I manage for a campaign?
Oh, buddy.
Poor guy.
You killed
I'm
him.
so sorry.
You killed
I'm
him.
so here. Have juice. Have juice.
Damn
He
juice.
kind of deserves it.
Here.
Did you just say he?
This is the best juice I've ever had.
This is the best juice I've ever had. I haven't drunk anything in over 10 hours.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I feel empowered.
I feel like I could do another
God.
workout right now. Let me do 20 push-ups in 10 seconds.
That juice
Starts
does give you
lifting
a
like
sneak
400
boost, so
papers.
use it carefully.
Come on.
We need to go home
Can
before
we go
I lose my
home? I need
mind.
to check on
Yeah,
Lionel.
We need to go make sure everything's okay before Levander jumps off the
Yeet.
freaking tree to go to somewhere.
I
Yeah.
gotta see if
Leaping across
Osiris is
He
working
just
up
all might
yet.
leaps to somewhere in the colony.
He's like, time for squats. Well,
Hydrate.
yeah.
Shit. Hold on. Hold
Not
on.
He like
Exhausted
walks into a
anymore,
door
not
frame and he's
thought
like,
it
"Oh,
was.
you wouldn't mind if I get some pull-ups out, would you?" And they're like, "What?" And then he goes,
the door open.
If Evander is not an expert in hand-to-hand combat, I think I've been robbed.
and it's not like he has training. I just think the dude's
He's
ripped.
just lit.
I think he's just chiseled.
I don't think he needs training.
I love how, like, canonly, he's like really tiny, but in our heads, he's just.
I have
He's
no
a
doubt.
JoJo
Look, I have no doubt that he's tiny and everything. But all I'm saying is that he's literally chiseled.
He's tiny
literally-
but
You know, he
chiseled.
doesn't need to like show it off. But if he rolled up his sleeve, I'm pretty sure there would be some like great definition right there. You know what I
Oh
mean?
no!
Oh,
Candy,
it would
the gif.
be-
Yes, the gif. I know what you're talking
literally,
about.
we have run up and down this tree, you know, quite a bit. But he's done that his whole life.
Every day,
Yeah.
multiple times a day.
Hey, Marshy, outside of the series, can you draw Levander, but do like the Giga Chad meme?
Oh my god.
Yeah,
Please.
Vander, but it's the Giga Chat. Give the jawline
Yeah.
and everything.
Yeah.
I
yeah,
feel like Candy
jawline
would
and
pull it off
everything.
better than I would.
I got the saw, don't worry. Put it on.
Holy shit.
Where am I going?
Marshy, this is the wrong way. What
You're
if-
supposed
all
you're
got
running
lost?
for Candace.
I'm running for
you
Canada.
where
I don't
you're
even know how to
going.
navigate this fucking place.
Oh, am I
Where's
gonna be your campaign manager?
If you want to be.
Hey, random question. If you let's just say like everything goes well, and you win this thing. What happens to the
I
Yeah.
mean, it's connected by the statue, so I assume we could still live there.
I mean,
I mean, it might be easier to not get.
Yeah, maybe you would
yeeted.
actually have to change its name. Oh, what
Gaia-
a horrible thing
Gaia
that
Hotel?
would be.
Hotel
Naya, wrong way, Naya, wrong
Gaiavago.
way, Naya, wrong way.
Vago.
Oh crap! I like the bridge over
Blue
here.
hair's
Sorry.
gone, so yeah, the bridges are really well made. Is this
I
the
am nearly
diagonal
at
one?
the statue.
This diagonal one, man. Chat. Hey, let's take a good look at this diagonal bridge.
I was literally on my way. I didn't get
I want
lost
to see the
once.
diagonal bridge.
Doesn't
going
it
to
look
the
great,
diagonal
chat?
The one
bridge.
that I tried to replicate but failed miserably.
I wonder who built this gorgeous diagonal bridge.
Delicious,
Wow,
beautiful.
is that the bridge that?
Who built this normal one? I wonder. I wonder if I'll ever go over there.
No, there's not even a
Probably
hunter
not.
here preventing us from going forward. We just can't. We have too much respect.
God said no.
We have too much respect to not go outside.
Yeah, win the campaign, then you can.
Then you may progress further in Gaia.
Is that the checkpoint?
We can unlock more
Oh,
areas.
also, as your if you win, can you like make this transportation like not painful and scary?
Do you think Marshy can freaking
I
command
know
a
it's painful and
statue?
scary.
Nope, that was good.
Oh.
No worries. We're good.
How do you
I
spell
haven't done that in
Gaia?
a bit.
Someone get it. Someone knows how to spell it, right? Come on, chat.
What?
Yeah, Dynastasia's got it. Dynastia. Alright.
Gonastea.
See ya,
All right.
idiots. I hate you all.
Oh,
Bye.
But,
Feelings mutual.
yeah.
damn it, Arky. Gaiafornia. CCL caught an exception rendering a block. See the log for info. I refuse. Let's just head home. See, now that we're not in Gaia, look at her frame rate. Just fucking chiseled. So clean. So smooth, like butter. What a turn of events. I don't think anybody expected Marshy to do that. Honestly, from the sounds of it, I don't think Marshy expected to do that. Wonder how this is gonna end up turning out. Yeah, here's a shitty diagonal bridge. Oh no, timber! It's okay. There'll always be the VOD. Let's not get kidnapped on the way. Nothing's gonna happen till— hey, what's that? I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Oh my god. Chat. Are there some hot dark witches behind you? Not again! Not again! We're almost there. There will be a dark witch inside of her house on an island. We're going to ignore the fact that I just implied that I think Marilla's hot. Just openly like that, just very casually. We'll overlook that portion. Let's keep going. London following you, Lamau. I don't think she would leave the colony. I don't think. There's our house with the tumor on top of it. Please. Keep frame dropping. Here we are. But this guy stormed off. And this person said they were gonna find a place to chill. Plot holes! Alright, let's go. There's a hole in the church, Rex. Untrue. I refuse to look. Is that Ovek trying to kiss you? No, that one's believable. One day I'll update my channel points and I'm not incredibly lazy, but I'm always incredibly lazy, so... Maybe I'll make the deal. I'll do that once I reach 1,000 followers. I'll update my channel points. I kind of want to update all my channel stuff, you know? But I'm not sure if I can make that promise. Because that requires, like, that to be created and everything. You know, get a custom starting soon screen and all that stuff. I don't know. I'll see what I can do, but yeah. Take care, everybody. I love all of you people. We'll see you in the next live stream. Hey, everyone tells you that the bread is back? Rita. Huh. No, I have not told anyone else. I don't think. But yeah, take care, everybody. Good night. Peace, boys.